Let me let my hair down. Now.
Wait, we are Beak. There we are. Welcome back to the one and only Low and no, it's Bearded Ramblings on Fridays.
Ah, low energy rambling.
There we go. There
Low
we
energy
go.
beards.
Low energy beards. And we are joined as always by my co-host Krenda.
Hello.
And a blast from many a person's past, I'm sure, Finnball.
A blast from the past, and that's all I am for you, vending machine. Would you like a Coke for 50 cents?
I'd like a Coke.
That's
for
a good
50
deal,
cents.
actually.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
I
want a
would.
Coke.
It is a good deal. Please put in 50 cents to the slot. Yeah.
And then you hear the clinking noise, but nothing comes out, and you're like, "What the hell?" You start slamming on the
you
side
hear
of
the
it.
clicking noise, and a lot comes out. All right.
That's only ever happened to me once, and I felt very proud of myself.
Well, yeah. See, now you know what I mean.
Sure,
When you
I
guys were
want
kids, did you ever check the coin
quarter.
return just
always.
on off chance, and sometimes
Yeah,
some,
and there's like Canadian coins.
I got
Because
$2 out of
Michigan.
it once.
I live in Michigan, which is basically Canada, and a lot of people
yeah.
use Canadian quarters. And like, if you
sorry
check
about
them,
that,
it's
Finn.
just Canadian. Hey,
Oh.
it's beautiful.
Krendar.
What are you talking about?
Krendar, did you know that the Ben Pye's Fuck Michigan tirade began with Finnball?
No.
I wouldn't say it began.
No, it began long before the show.
He was the Toledo baby.
Yeah.
But when he highlighted that Toledo is better than Detroit, I'm sorry, I just had to.
Now, I've been to one of those cities, or at least I've been on the outskirts of Toledo.
Toledo, dude.
And Toledo is an ugly, sad place.
Detroit.
It's got to be better than Midland,
Beautiful
Michigan.
metropolis. Oh, Midland, Michigan is basically like, hey, I bought this this plot of land that has a mile away from any neighbors. Let me make my family there, and it's next generations of like those people. So it's very small communities.
Yeah.
Would you say it's Wincest territory?
No, it's 10% Wincest. It's 10%.
So it is there.
Not as bad as Kentucky. It is there. True. You can never default to the Wincest of being nothing. It's always there, man.
Small percentage.
It's always there.
But of course, we always think incest is a form of like, oh, country bumpkins, hillbillies with nothing around.
No, it's like cousin. Oh, I had a baby with my cousin. Like that kind of stuff. I haven't met anybody from my state that's like that, but I've driven through.
I knew a girl from Iowa, and that's what she did with her brother.
Oh no, Iowa!
At least that was a scuttlebug around town. And a lot of it came from when they were in high school and all the bad, like the rumors.
Yeah, no.
Because you know those towns, those stuff from high school will follow you for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life, yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
I'll tell you one thing about Midland, Michigan, though. You can find a church anywhere.
True. It's going to either be called like the glowing light of Jesus Church, Baptist Church of Midland, or it's going to be like, there's one by me called like, I think it's Light on the Prairie Baptist Church.
They have so many churches in Midland. Like, pick a random point on any street, and I guarantee you will be able to see a church from where you're standing.
Outside of the major cities in America, there's just churches everywhere.
Couple hours from Midland.
I spent 3 summers in Midland
of Detroit, so it's like cushy, white, suburban suburbs.
I don't know what it's like now, but I spent 3 summers there about 20-ish years ago.
It's probably about the same.
Probably.
It slowly moves north, like the city, like the destroyed city. There's literally like burnt out houses and shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
If you go down I-95.
And remember, Detroit's better.
We lived kind of.
It is.
It's better than Toledo, even though parts of it on fire.
Exactly. Toledo's a shithole. It's like Detroit ate it and spit it out.
When I was in Ohio, I went way down. When I actually stayed in Ohio years and years ago, I was deep south of Ohio, and that was a town called Wheelersburg. and it was
Wheelersburg?
one of those little tiny towns that used to be all about mining, and then the mines emptied out.
Oh, and they
So
dried
there was
out. They're all
nothing there.
alcoholics.
They're all alcoholics. They're all incredibly racist, and all the girls have the biggest tits.
With the biggest tits and the furthest set eyes.
I'm not going to say anything about the eyes because I was 17. My eyes were normally focusing on a different thing. Actually, I was 18. My bad.
They had eyes. You didn't even notice.
They were just torsos talking about the Lord of Jesus. And I was like,
great.
yeah, boobs. Yeah,
It was like
boobs.
It was like playing Kenshi. You had no idea where you were, but you did it anyways.
I agree there, Mickey. I do like a nice old church as well. I like photography, so I like popping into there and randomly taking shots of but all the ones in Ireland are Catholic, so they're all kept in perfect nick.
Yeah, is it cheating if I took a couple shots before we started?
Well, I'm not drinking. Krendar only has one, so you go. You do you, man. As you know, I only get drunk once a week on this show. Well, sometimes two, but for the most part, it's wasted. It's mostly wasted Wednesday.
As far as we know,
once a week is the greatest.
I've been shit-faced all 7 days of the week on this channel before.
It's the greatest that you can admit to, but just the tip.
Just a tip.
Just a tip.
Just a tip. And if you guys want a tip, don't forget we have a Streamlabs in the link down below. Yes.
Smooth.
Nice.
Stram. Donate to Stram, please.
Stram donate. Donate man donate.
Stram to donate.
Donate. Justin's cherry was popped. Justin being the 11-year-old boy. Krendar, have you heard him? Have you heard him yet?
What?
I do not. I disavow any knowledge of any 11-year-old child.
What are you talking about?
All right, so Finn, you were there. I changed the voice on the I changed the voice on the donation. So now instead of just the default beep boop, I am a robot, it's like, hi, I'm Justin. Yes, because this is the perfect time just to say that cuties. Guess who was their casting agent?
Probably someone not affiliated to you, but that is in your knowledgeable group.
Yeah,
same.
Yeah. Krendar just slowly.
No. He's affiliated.
It's too late. 6 degrees of separation. Just DP and DFF are gonna have to release Twitter saying they disavow me.
Hold on, there's somebody banging on the door.
Oh no!
Except for Billy. Billy would be like, maybe he's not so bad.
They say they're the FBI, but I'm not in America, so that doesn't make any sense.
What's the Canadian version of the FBI?
They're not in America.
The Mounties.
Oh, is it like literally just the Mounties? Obviously, they don't show up in red and like on back of mooses and shit like that. They show up in red.
Well, they do wear the uniforms, but they don't show up on horseback usually.
Do they arrive in like 4x4s, like with a bunch of other Mounties? It's basically like a SWAT team. Do they wear bulletproof armor under that red woolen?
I would hope so. But
it might make them look tougher too, like a big chest.
Yeah, it would. It's like, look at me, motherfucker! I'm wearing a wool tunic and it's 98 degrees out. I've had to do that before.
But I'm still gonna kick your ass.
Airsoft. Oh my god, wearing something that thick. You know how? Maybe it's just me, but during the whole day, if you get too sweaty, I think, oh, does my butthole smell? Like, can other people smell it? Like, is that just me? Like, when I especially get worked up.
I guarantee you the answer to that question is yeah.
I was they called it HBT, but it was wool-infused cotton. Like, I had the fucking giant pants, the tunic. I had probably 3 layers under the tunic. I'm so surprised I didn't just die of dehydration.
You need to keep that aqua flowing. As for the butthole thing, no, but I'm a fat dude, so when I sweat, everyone smells it.
Well, that's what brings me, because I recently gained weight, and now I realize that I'm a stinky stink. So I clean.
Yeah, you bet. The increase of the showers increases the chance of people wanting to sit next to you on the bus.
well, here in America,
There's no such thing as buses.
forget you not. Yeah. Our,
Hey, I travel. I disproved that I traveled. Oh well, no,
or
there's
transit.
coaches. There's
Very
coaches,
bad.
but there isn't buses. Oh no, there was Cleveland. There's a free shuttle that goes around Cleveland.
I'm sure it goes to the direct city, but to
Oh
where
yeah,
in the direct city,
inside.
it's
In
not
yeah, there's
very
like
good.
8. Yeah, like outside of it. If I wanted to get out into the suburbs, fuck that shit.
Not a good idea.
You got good subways in some of your cities, though. Chicago's got some
New
very
York.
good subway.
New York, Chicago.
is all right. It's not. It's sprawling, but it's not very easy to manage. Chicago's
For
on
what
the
it
other hand,
is,
it's very
like
that's
the
very
amount
fast.
of fucking people. Yeah.
Oh, I
could
got
see
I
New
got
York not
delayed for
that
more than
bad,
5
but-
minutes. Out by the World Trade Center Memorial. There's a station there, and I went
I think I've
downstairs.
never seen that.
And it was just like delayed for 5 minutes, and it was just, oh my god, the people crowding on that platform, and it was just 5 minutes.
All
The
different
difference. And a few seconds ago, it wasn't too bad. Then suddenly, hordes of people. Meanwhile, Chicago,
Because they were all
every
thinking
minute.
about exactly how you were thinking. Just approach it when you need it, only when you need it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've never been in a big city like that, and my mental capacity, I don't think I'd be able to handle it over the long term. I definitely go into like a bipolar manic depressive state.
I
I
wouldn't
don't think I
blame you.
want to
but-
live anywhere that big either. I've
Yeah.
been to Toronto, which is like Canada's version of New York, and
Toronto
I
was
wouldn't want
fun.
to live there either.
I don't know. Toronto was pretty
Too big.
cool.
I mean, Toronto's
Toronto-
cool. It's just that it's too big.
Last
you know?
time I was in Toronto, I'm gonna say 1999.
Okay.
I was probably
Yeah,
6
the commuting would be a bastard. Is all I'm saying.
nowadays.
Oh,
yeah, for
and
sure.
don't get me started on the property value. I got an earful from a girl who was there, and her and her boyfriend, he was coming up from the States, and they were going to move into a house together. And they're like, would you like to see how much a cost of a house is? And I was like, sure, I guess. So I did. For the next 45 minutes, I found out all the joys of trying to buy property in Toronto. You know,
Had a great time.
not a
that was
fun
your
time.
mistake right there, buddy.
Yeah, don't give them an inch for the taking a mile. And I
Yeah.
was kind of hoping for some other type of inches involving.
Oh, you're trying to give her an inch.
I'll
Hey,
tell you that,
3
that
inches
kind
at least. Come on. Give me some credit, sir.
of 3.5.
Well, when I'm really excited, 3.5.
Super.
Well, see, you got a little bit extra above TJ then.
Oh, poor TJ. Although, you know what? I don't have the
Come on now.
balls to do what he did on Pornhub, so.
TJ.
I do have the balls, but I would also have the balls to reminisce and regret that.
Like
I have the
5
balls
years
to do
down the
it,
line, you just
and
shake
then,
your head.
Yeah, exactly. I have the balls to reminisce 5 years later, being like, fuck.
So, speaking of reminiscing, I was playing Fall Guys last night with Ryby and her boyfriend Adam, and she was like telling him about my experiences, and she showed me the picture of myself. Unfortunately, no. Or maybe in Ryby's case, unfortunately, yes. I don't want her to know that much about me. She'd destroy me with it.
That is a scary idea.
Yeah, don't give that woman any power. Jesus,
I didn't say anything,
no.
Right.
But no, like, so I went and she showed the picture of me, like, close to death, after staying up all night after being homeless, and she just started bursting out laughing, thinking how funny it was, because my face is like this. Like, I literally am making this face in the picture. You can find it, I think, in photos somewhere on my Discord. Do join our Discord. You'll find the link of it in the description down below. And it's just a picture of me, like, looking so
You look
exhausted, so
very,
terrified.
like
dead.
someone dug a pit and put your eyeball in it. Like your eyeballs are pits.
My pit
like-
boss.
Deep, 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 dark, like Indiana Jones pits.
But I told her something very important. If she had laughed at me then and there, I would have took a swung at her. But now I can join her in on the laughter. That's why I show the picture. Like, there's a separation of enough time where I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, you don't really-
God.
Question
Like,
is though, do you think she actually would have laughed at you back then when it was happening, or
Well,
is it only a laughter because it's over now?
she might have been generally, like, shocked, because she said she'd never seen my face like that before, like, ever.
Well, shocked, yeah, definitely.
So maybe that shock would leave into a laugh, and I'd be like, can we go now, please? If she was here to, like, collect me and like, just look after me until my flight home. You know,
Mm.
like- but no, I was,
God,
I
that would
was,
be
I
cute.
was, was in a really bad place. I hadn't slept all night. I didn't almost die. Although now looking back at it, if you look at the video I took of it and the update every 12 hours, yeah, I was close to genuine like hypothermia. You could hear it in my voice on the video I took.
Oof.
Like, oh yeah, you could hear it. Like,
even
I
if
was
you
fucking
weren't
cold.
even subject to any like completely detrifying illnesses, that's still quite a feat to like just go to New York blank 24 hours. Like I wouldn't be able
Yeah,
to do
that's
that
true.
because I'm a country boy, I guess you can say. I'm a country boy. Vote Trump. Cap, 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 cap. I'm a cowboy, and I'll take your pants down. Cap, 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 cap. No, but
Pants.
What pants?
Teens.
Oh, exactly. What pants?
Pants are for the weak. So are videos. Let's watch them. For we are weak. That's why we sound so manly and strong.
Manly.
Compensating much?
I had my bone broth.
Bone broth. Let's start with
That's one of my favorite Alex Jones quotes.
Ain't it just?
The frogs is the top for me.
Let's start
Although
with this one though.
Frogs was good. Oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
This is absolutely horrid. I saw Philip DeFranco talk about this, and I'm like, what? I checked it out, and I'm like,
Wait, where are all these condoms coming from? The protests? They just fuck? And
in
also...
Vietnam? I don't think they're having protests in Vietnam.
Oh, for some reason I thought this was protest related.
No.
Oh,
Vietnam
okay,
police seized
I
more
was
than
like...
320,000. Damn, they were busy in Chap, weren't they?
I was like, what the fuck?
They just
what
had
else
a
are they
big,
gonna do in there? You know?
yeah, not grow food in the worst garden ever.
Oh, spinach. It's my homegrown spinach.
Condoms were washed,
fertilized
reshaped,
it myself.
and repackaged, being resold. Vietnamese police seized more than 320,000 used condoms that were being illegally resold to unexpected customers, local media reported.
Oh!
Footage,
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
So...
Footage showed dozens of bags, together weighing 360 kilograms or 794 pounds in a warehouse that was raided by...
So first of all, the condoms were used already.
Yeah.
But they collected them
Put them under the Put them under the tap a little bit.
Where did they collect them from?
A woman who was believed to be the owner was arrested. They say it here down
That's a good question.
Condoms were reportedly washed, wooden dildos, and then repackaged before being sold. So they were put over wooden dildos and then...
Well, I know, but what the fuck?
Oh no, I'm not defending it. I'm just a million faulty condoms were called in Uganda, and
no, you're defending it.
Condoms success. Absolutely. Oh well, look. The arrested woman said she was paid 17 cents US or $13 per kilogram.
Okay, that's a fair wage, but regardless.
Per kilogram of the condom. So no, it's not. So like, hold on. There was how many kilograms? 360 kilograms, and she was being paid 13 cents.
Did she use them all personally?
Well, I'd like to find out.
Seriously, that's what I was wondering.
How
do they designate a condom from a used condom ready for shipment and sale?
It doesn't say. What the fuck?
She's like, line up, boys. We got to get this product moving.
It's unclear how many such condoms are already being resold in the market. How?
It's got to be like canned girl shit.
Oh, absolutely. Well, yeah, like porn.
Now, only an audience of like 50,000, and then she'll like do it for them, and then it explodes all over the internet. It's got
it exploded on the internet, all right.
Well, definitely. Oh, just look at them, like
they look like pearls in the.
They do.
The image that you have up, it looks like pearls. I'd like to wear it as a necklace.
Hey, it's a pearl necklace.
Exactly.
Closer to literal than usual.
Oh. Now, there was something I wanted to show for about 3 weeks, and I haven't gotten around to it. Krendar, it's time we talk about soup.
Okay. Soup is good.
Soup.
I like soup.
Soup is very good, but for that, I need to be very careful how I do this.
Don't minimize anything.
Exactly. This is
not real.
I don't know how soup can lead to the Holocaust is not real, but where there's a will, there is a way.
Where there's a fin, there's a way.
Finnball, how could you? I never knew this side of you before. Okay, yeah, I need to think of actually how to bring up this up. Okay, so I'm going to. Can you guys not see my desktop? You see
We
my
just see
browser?
your browser
I
with
can
it
see
says
your-
stream
your-
paused.
Mighty
Okay,
chin
that's
beard
how I want. That's how I actually want it to be because.
with the tan.
You got to stop calling it your desktop because that's not what that means.
Words, just nothing but words.
Your desktop means the wallpaper that you see where your icons go when you don't have anything
It's
open.
on my desk. It's a window, but it's not an actual window. Checkmate, atheists.
Is it physically on your desk?
G-Man goddess.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
I remember talking to G-Man. He was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not anymore. He's not.
Let's
He
just
was
say
pretty cool.
let's just say he's
You
gone
haven't heard the
into...
G-Man news lately, have you?
No, he's been
I
out of the
have
loop
not.
for some time now.
I've been out of the loop for several years.
He's
is my
been threatening
first
to
time
murder people
talking to
recently.
anybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah, trans people are very naughty and will be killed if they ever try to talk to G-Man. Apparently,
They slip up. Okay. So
Mhm.
are they out checking your papers? You guys got good papers? Because I've got good papers.
Papers, please. Papers.
papers. Yeah, you have the papers. Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Achtung.
So
I've
I've
told
been
the
wanting
papers.
to tell
Let's
this
sit
story
here
for
then.
some time now. This is from this is from Reddit. I think "Am I the Asshole" subreddit. But it's really not. It's really not in any doubt that she isn't the asshole. My 25 female boyfriend, 25 male, keeps asking me to invest in SoupTube. Business idea, and I'm not sure how to deal with it. I've been living with my boyfriend for about 7 months. 2 weeks ago, he sat me down and presented a PowerPoint presentation with his business idea.
Ooh.
I knew he's been working on an idea, but he didn't want to tell me about it until it was finished. Based on his enthusiasm and his prior seeming intelligent nature, I thought maybe it would be a pretty cool idea.
Seemingly intelligent.
Seemingly.
Prior
Yeah,
seemingly intelligent.
Instead, he
I love it.
presents his idea about SoupTube.
He also has glasses that go to his very tip of his nose, but don't go any further.
Nice.
If you call that, is to construct a series of two. The idea, if you can call it that, passive as fuck, is to construct a series of tubes throughout our city that leads to centralized soup kitchens.
Can I just
For-
say,
Yeah.
the internet is not a dump truck. The internet is a series of tubes.
I mean,
Tubes.
the best thing about that whole thing is everybody was mocking him for it, but he was not actually wrong.
True.
The internet
he did
is a
good-
series of
he did
tubes.
an
It is a
alright
series
metaphor.
of two.
There's a perfectly
an
good
old
analogy.
fuck.
It's called bandwidth.
For an old fuck, he did very well. I will admit that.
He was not actually wrong.
I hear anime music.
For a monthly subscription,
I didn't do it.
Don't look at me. For a monthly subscription, a customer can subscribe to a tube of soup, and the tube extension will be built off the nearest mainline tube and directly into the customer's apartment or home. Based on a subscription level, that would
Sounds like hot water.
Yeah, except you'd have like
Oh,
a third
shit.
one that would just be
Dude.
soup.
We should totally do this. If we are destined for a Star Trek utopia,
Have tubes
Providing
of like
food
of soup
for
just
Quonset?
pouring in. Quonset.
I
Yeah.
want to subscribe to soup.
you
Based
can be
on the
any-
subscription level.
any income level,
There-
and fucking craft.
There's some holes
macaroni
in this
cheese.
plan, just so you know. You
No,
just
there-
you have to admit there has to be some holes in this. But let me finish
Damn
this.
I can tell you the main one already, but go ahead.
Yeah, I can see several.
There, I see no
The
holes.
tubes are basically the size of
no
pipes
holes.
they might have under the sink, but insisted that it must be called soup tube, not soup pipe. The tube just zings better, which he's not wrong.
He's right on
there.
that point.
Yeah,
Totally
soup tube
correct.
does sound better than soup pipe. They couldn't believe what I was hearing. At first, I asked how I was crank yanking me or something. That's a weird statement.
That used to be a show about prank calls.
Oh,
Yeah, crank
okay.
anchors.
I didn't know what
Yeah,
that
crank
was.
anchors.
Yeah,
But he was
Comedy
completely
Central.
sincere. Obviously, the idea is completely insane. The notion that City would authorize somebody to construct a series of tubes everywhere and carry soup into homes is, of course, ludicrous. Even such an initiative would be approved. The cost of such operations would be ridiculous. You would have to charge outrageous prices for the customer to install and subscribe to SoupTube.
And
Which would,
YouTuber alert? A
yeah.
YouTuber made this.
Yeah, and who would pay for such a service when a can of soup costs $1 or $2? Bitch, I can get it.
So that's when OnlyFans comes in.
only soup.
Only soup. And
Or
you can
you could buy
see
soup
me dipping
for a
fucking
restaurant for a
bread
fee.
into the soup.
Oh, hell yeah.
Onlysoup.com.
Only it'll be our soupy little secret.
Honestly
I
though,
explained all these things as politely as could, but dismissed them with that Look, I explained all these things as politely as I could, but dismissed them, and said that. But he
It's not-
dismissed them all and said that two bay soup delivery is the wave of the future.
Imagine how much soup would have to exist to keep all these pipes
Dude,
filled at all times.
you know what? I feel like with Campbell's and all of the off-brand shit, if the government designated one specific branch of itself to make soup, that we would have enough to pump through like the hot water, like faucets
Yeah,
that
but
we have.
think about it. It would mold would form. What happens if you want
Of
to
course,
change
it would
your
be terrible. It would be terrible.
What happens if there was
Because
a
the government would
burst?
be like, you got osteoporosis. Well,
Yeah.
just get yourself another.
Hope you like
soup.
rust
If
with
you
your
don't
your
use
soup.
that tap for a couple of days, and the soup's gonna start rotting in
gonna,
your
like,
pipes.
The
Sure.
constant replacing of it, and then how would you
But
clean them?
Some weird
Like-
dystopian, like even worse than Blade Runner universe. It could work.
The feeding trough. You might as well call it. Go to the feeding bay and just stick your mouth onto a
That's what
nozzle.
that's what the initiation of like the bill would be in
Well,
2029.
Let's be honest though, if you could have a tap you could turn that would just spit out hot soup whenever you wanted to, that
It would
would
be
be
great.
kind of awesome.
Absolutely. But I think maybe a home installation package where you just got like a massive month's supply of soup and then hooked it up.
Yeah.
You take care of the cleaning yourself, like a party keg, but of soup.
Also, how would you keep the soup hot at all times in all these pipes?
Yeah. Imagine if you
It's
put
the
your
same
hand to
way
the
as you-
faucet, you
It's the
just
same
burn
way as
yourself.
You keep the hot water.
Yeah, but then if you
You,
put
like,
your
pump
hand
it
over
under
the hot
pressure
water
and
or
hot.
water faucet, you
Well, that's
burn
true.
your
You
hand.
could just put a soup heater into your building.
Hey, yeah, that's. You remember
more
when
than
That's how the
in
hot
the
water
70s in New York they would have like a central incinerator
Yeah.
that everyone would be able to throw shit in? It's exactly the same. But hey,
has-
do you want hot water? Then throw your
This is
dead
where the
body in the hole.
This is where the story gets sad, believe it or not. He then asked me how much I wanted to invest, and I told him nothing. He looked absolutely heartbroken. Aww. Since
Aw.
then, he almost every day he's asked again for me to invest, and he keeps trying to sell me the idea. He's also doing the same thing to a lot of friends. It's starting to drive me up the wall. First, I'm at loss to how he can believe such a stupid idea is worthwhile. Second, it's really goddamn annoying to be asked on a daily basis to invest in a system of soup tubes. Imagine being woken up and being like, hey babe, did you sleep well? Yeah. Hey, have you thought about our idea? Third, I'm also concerned of his sanity. Or there's apparent obsession with this I thought he showed no other signs. I'd like some advice on how to relationship with him, how to reason with him, or how I should even continue this relationship. My boyfriend wants me to invest in his business venture, where in tubes would be deliver soup. Apparently there's
You know
a
what,
follow-up
actually-
one where he dumped her.
Oh,
Oh, this feels like I didn't
Because of
take my
this?
antidepressant for the
'Cause of
day, and then
this?
I'm just like daydreaming.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He dumped her
There's a-
because
there,
she
there are
didn't
good
invest.
questions.
This
There's some good
person.
questions in chat right now, though, guys.
Oh, what is it?
A lot of this is going to depend as well upon what kind of soup it is, because if the soup
I'm
is too
gonna
chunky
say
or has a lot of noodles
cheddar
in it or
broccoli.
something,
Yeah.
Cheddar broccoli with potato. Fuck off.
if
That's
it gets
it.
too chunky, then
oxtail.
you're going to
Oxtail
clog
would
up
be
the tubes
interesting.
and pipes. You know.
How many bowls of chicken's noodle soup can you get out of one chicken to begin with? Yeah,
But
that's
you
it.
can also grind. You can also grind a potato into like fine
Powder.
mealworm.
Yeah, you'd have to, right?
So I'm gonna say cheddar broccoli, dude, with potato.
Oh, the broccoli
Oh,
though.
bollocks, it happened again.
Oh shit! Something happened.
Camera alert, camera foul.
Camera.
Oh no, he broke us again.
So I
I
didn't laugh.
did. Why must I always be ruined by such magnificence?
You know what what would really work well with soup tubes though? Consomme.
Consomme.
Consomme. It's
Consommation
just
of
a clear. It's just a clear liquid. There's no chunks in it.
Okay, consomme. It has a very similar sound as to consummation of the
That's what you
marriage.
do while
so
you're eating
I'm
the soup.
going to back off. No, you don't. You put it on a medium heat and watch. That's all you got to do.
Just like consummation.
No.
I like to have consummation be on a medium heat and then sit back and watch.
True.
Yeah, that's kind of like slightly experimental, but it doesn't get too kinky.
Yeah. By the way, we're looking at your file folder right now.
Whoa.
Yeah,
so you
I
know.
can see all of the fucking Jeffrey Epstein.
Look at that picture of Finn there.
I
Beautiful.
know.
Oh, Jesus.
Any abuse. Any abuse.
To be honest, that is a real shotgun.
Yeah, tell us about the shotgun while I try to sort this out.
Oh, do you really? No, you don't need me to, but you're just telling me to, so I'll just do it anyways.
We're gonna vamp for time. Come on. Story.
Vamp.
Story
So,
time with Finn.
long time. Are you ready yet? Ago.
Okay, we need to get rid of soup tubes and make gumbo tubes instead.
Gumbo tube would be far more popular, but far more destructive.
Yes.
You want ants? That's how you get ants.
I'll get ads. I'll do anything if you throw ads at me.
Not ads.
You call up your
ants.
superintendent. You complain, I'm not getting any gumbo. The pipe just has ants coming out of it.
Ants, roaches,
Ants.
rats.
Oh, that changes everything. I'll totally be down.
Ant tube.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Ant tube.
Dude, ants are so crunchy, and they could be peanut butter on a fucking celery stick, and you can call them ants on a log, and they're so cute. You can take a little Polaroid, and you can show it to your granddaughter when you're about to die. You can be like, hey, ants on the log. And they'll fucking do it too. It's a beautiful...
Fun for the whole family.
It is.
Except for the ant family. They don't have much say.
No, the ants really enjoy it.
They enjoy getting eaten.
No, they enjoy being in the Polaroid.
Oh, okay.
They do enjoy getting eaten as well because they're really into vor.
Oh, nice.
Dude, if I was in a level of sentience as an ant, I'd probably enjoy getting eaten.
Because the most interesting thing that would be happening for sure.
Follow pheromones, and then all of a sudden you get crushed and you're like, follow, and that's it.
I mean, the question is, at their level of sentience, can they enjoy anything? Is enjoyment a concept?
I think they enjoy sugar.
So.
They get sugar as a reward for doing a hard
sugar,
work.
obviously, but it's obvious to their bodies that that's a hard thing to get. So they're like, yes. Until recently, we're not.
Then they attack sugar cubes, and we are all made to watch in horror as they devour our
look
sugar.
At this. Look at this. Is the vodka I got for tonight to commemorate.
Ooh.
It's Icelandic.
Oh, that's interesting.
Vodka.
That's an interesting blend.
It's called Reyka, Reyka. I
think I've heard of it.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. It's pretty smooth.
It's not vodka though. You guys
Usually
heard of
I
vodka?
get Tito's.
No. What's vodka?
Vodka is vodka made of milk.
What the fuck?
Dude, I love milk in every other way. Have you ever heard of kefir or kefir? Kefir.
Yeah.
It's like a thick milk drink that's like basically yogurt. It's like more popular in Europe.
Yeah, I've had kefir before. It's
so good. If it's like flavored like blueberry or something, I recently discovered it and I was like, damn.
I think I had
It's basically drinkable
strawberry
yogurt.
Or something. I'm not a big fan of strawberry as a rule, so.
If you probably had another favorite, I feel like.
Probably. Dude. Okay, we're back to normal until I hit something. No, it's all gone. All right, let's move on to the next one before we have another technical glitch. Or maybe not, because now we've got a new problem. I can't see my...
The new problem is...
My new problem is that I can't see my mouse pointer.
The Terminator song.
That's pretty bad.
I can see yours.
Try alt-tabbing a couple times. Maybe it'll come back.
I can see yours.
Yeah, we can see it. It's at the top of your browser.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
No,
I'm just seeing the picture. I'm not actually seeing the... Maybe I can do it. Let's see, can I do it without... Let's see, can I do it? It's going to be an adventure. Okay.
It's those arrow keys.
Oh, here is one I wanted to talk to while it's still new. Did you see this? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson rips off electric gate with bare hand to avoid being electrocuted.
That is not what that title said.
Yes, that's right. My mind is in 1,001 different places. Mostly soup-based. The soup is still driving me
Mostly
crazy.
cookie-based right now.
We
I want some cookies.
we can only see the sky uses to create a better experience for you.
Yeah, get rid of that cookies window.
Yeah, there's a cookies window.
I know, one thing at a time, guys.
Try deleting System 32. That'll help.
No, no, it's more deeper than that. It's more like
It's weird. I could see my pointer on screen, but I can't see it on my screen. It's weird.
Yeah, Discord.
very
it's
weird.
Probably recording. It probably thinks that the cursor that you can see is dedicated to your system and is not broadcasting whatever is dedicated to your system.
Oh, and also the stream's not seeing your browser either.
I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it on screen.
There it is now.
The keyboard. Hi guys, hope
Wasn't-
you're putting up
wasn't a
with
minute
this
ago.
technical bullshit. It's been a while, so we've been
It's
due.
all good. It's all good.
We've been
Fuck
due. We've been due.
Fuck
Anyway,
it.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Let me see if I can say it right this time. Rips off Electric Gate with bare hands to avoid being late for work.
I feel like this is planted by the Democrats, by Bill
Biden,
Clinton.
Yeah, Biden has got.
Biden said
playing the
this.
wrong name.
What the fuck? Continue. I
Ex-
want to know more.
Ex-wrestler.
That's pretty badass of him, though.
Extremely.
I like it.
Ex-wrestler says he was forced to take drastic action after a storm causes power outage, meaning the gate would not open. Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Oh, so it went out, so there was no electrocution risk then.
So
Well,
it was
yeah,
like,
but he ripped off the gate. You'll see in a second.
It's still badass, though.
It is
forced to rip
badass,
off from with his bare hands for being like seen superhero movie. So there it is.
okay. Well, caveats are fucking. I feel like he was in a group with his wife's friends,
And they all
and
pulled it.
all of them were like competing to be like, what dad is better? And then all of a sudden he gets presented this situation. He's like, this is the ultimate dad. I'm better than all the other dads.
I've waited my whole life for this.
It looks like it's almost unnecessary. It looks like a quaint, beautiful garden that he would have been stuck in.
Here's the weird thing, though. He
I
said,
have
"Not my
outdated
finest
you.
hour,
For
but I gotta
5
go to
minutes.
work." Not your finest hour. What more
Right,
masculine
for
thing
5
you could do
minutes.
other than fighting a bear?
5 minutes. 5 minutes, and the security guard will gladly unhook the fucking hard.
The hard reset
Lock.
lock, yeah. But a
Right.
man's got to work. We experienced a power
But he-
outage due to severe storms, causing my front gate not to open. Tried
So
overriding
he
the
fucking
hydraulic-
ripped it out.
I tried overriding the hydraulic system to open the gates, which usually works when the power goes out, but this time it
Shit.
wouldn't. I made some calls to see how fast I could get the gate tech on site, but he said he didn't have 45 minutes to wait. By this time, I knew I had hundreds of production crew members waiting for me to come to
Nope.
work so we could start our
Nope.
day. So I did what I had to do. I pushed and pulled and ripped the gate completely off myself.
Oh,
Tore
yep,
out
you
the
did.
brick- Tore out the brick wall, severed the steel hydraulics, and threw it on the grass. Security team was able to meet the gate technicians and wielders about an hour later. They were apparently in disbelief and equally scared. Not my finest hour, but I had to go to work. I think I'm something ready for Black Adam.
Oh my fucking god.
Black
That
Adam?
hurt.
Really?
That hurt
Of
to
all
listen
the-
to.
I like
The Rock.
Dwayne. I like Dwayne.
I love him. He's great. You see the Doom movies? Or the Doom movie?
Hell
It was
no.
fucking terrible.
I have not seen it. And I'm gonna.
I
I
check it
have.
out.
have.
everything
I
Doom,
have. I
but
have it on.
he-
I have it on DVD for some reason. Oh, it's bad.
Him being in there made it. So I respect The Rock. But
Yeah, he
this
was
sounds
the
like
only good part about the whole thing. I'm sure.
this sounds like he's about to be washed up.
Much
because
better
he
than
has,
Carl
like,
Urban.
children. He
No,
has
he's about to
children
become
and
a. He's
wife.
about to become a dilf. That's what he's about to become.
Exactly. So he's campaigning against the other DILFs. That's what it sounds like to me.
Who wants to talk some nerd? Microsoft acquires
nerds.
Elder Scrolls, Fallout, and
Yeah,
developer
I was actually
Bethesda.
gonna mention this. Mention this. What does this mean?
Okay.
Hopefully, good things, because here's something else that happened relatively recently. Microsoft also bought In Exile, the guys who are making the new Wasteland games, like the Wasteland 2 and 3.
Yeah, which I hear 3 is very good.
And yeah, like I believe they were able to do a lot more with 3 and add a lot more quality to it because they had all these extra resources. And Microsoft basically just said, "We're here to help you out, but you just do your thing, and we're not going to interfere." So hopefully they do the same thing with Bethesda, and hopefully this means Bethesda will have a QA department for a first time ever.
Isn't that what Bethesda did to Obsidian when they franchised them out to make it? Like, when I remember vaguely after Fallout 3, mind you, I was
New
still in high
Vegas.
school. No, after Fallout 3.
No, New Vegas is the
There's-
one that they worked on together.
Yeah, they worked on together New Vegas, but even before New Vegas came out, there was like talk of like because I remember when Oblivion came out, the fact that you can take out a regular apple and put a poison apple in its place and then kill the NPC. I remember reading that in a Game Informer magazine, being like, "Whoa, dude!
Yeah.
You can
Pretty
affect
cool.
NPCs." So when Fallout 3 came out, it was pretty much like the same feeling to me, but I definitely wanted more, I guess, explanation. What is it called when the characters talk about themselves?
Exposition.
Exposition. Thank you. I definitely wanted more exposition, but Oblivion to me was like the crescendo of it all.
Mm.
So looking back at Oblivion, that's one of like my formative games. That and Half-Life 1. But...
Well, I'm gonna be entirely honest here. Elder Scrolls is my go-to. It's my baby.
Right.
I love Elder Scrolls. Fallout's pretty good too. I love that, and I like what they did with Wolfenstein and Doom. Dishonored.
It feels
Quake. Haven't heard that.
You know when you put in like commands into the console?
Yeah.
It all feels the same, and that's what I like about it. You can put like, what was
yeah, but the engine's pretty old at this point now. Like the engine's really
True.
old.
They
really need a new
ugly.
engine.
It's
And
so
Fallout 4,
ugly.
Fallout 4 even
But
run
maybe now they'll have the resources to make one.
Well, look, they also own Arcane Studios, the guys who made Prey. That would be brilliant
Yes.
if we had a
I
Fallout.
love Arcane Studios.
But when
Fallout
was
was
Like,
the
this is the
last
thing.
time
They
you saw Prey
technically
headliner?
didn't buy Bethesda. They bought ZeniMax, who owns
Mm.
Bethesda.
That's right.
So that means they're getting more than just Bethesda.
But what I want is them to take about 4 years to make the next Elder Scrolls game and fucking quality assure it.
You know
Like,
what?
test the shit out of it.
I think that will happen. That there are a few people in the employee of Microsoft that come under command of this acquisition, that they actually know what they're about to handle. I feel like that's about it, because we've been in like this limbo for like 10 years. It's like, do game developers know what the fuck we're talking about? No. And I feel like with Valve's Half-Life Alyx, here comes like a whole new surge of things.
Now, what about? I think Starfield is the next game to mostly look at, because if they do Starfield right, they'll do Fallout right. They'll do.
Also,
Elder
I really
Scrolls
hope
right.
we're going to get Dishonored back as well.
You know, I can take or leave Dishonored, but I can't say I didn't hate it. I have fun with it.
No, I just want to take Dishonored. Give me all the Dishonored.
We've all got our preferences, and don't get me wrong.
It was so
Fallout
good.
4, Doom, like the third Doom game. Hell yeah!
I mean, I want some proper
We
Elder
just
Scrolls
got
out
a
of it
Doom
too,
game.
though, for sure.
We just got a Doom game. I'm fine with Doom for another fucking decade.
Well, good, because they're probably not going to touch
I'm
it for the next
fine
while.
with another decade, right?
I'm up for a
If
new
they
Prey though. Maybe. Oh, you know what I want to do with Prey? All right. Do you remember the original Prey from like when you're the Native American guy on board
Yep.
the big sphere,
Yep,
the flesh sphere, right?
Yep.
Now, they
It's a
were going to
demo.
make a sequel to that where it was going to be you were a cowboy that in the 1800s that had been abducted by the aliens, but you were kept alive for some reason, like you don't age. And to make your way in the galaxy, you go to this version of Coruscant, and you become a bounty hunter, and you're hunting people throughout these bizarre-looking aliens throughout this futuristic alien-looking city. I want that for the second Prey. That's the game I want.
That could be interesting.
But
they won't do that though.
I know, but that's the game.
Because the first Prey left off with a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
they got to follow up on that first.
They absolutely do.
That reminds me of the Knights of the Old Republic. It could be a great RPG. Have you guys ever played KOTOR?
Oh yeah, Krendar played through it.
I streamed it recently.
Yeah,
it's a great. I remember playing that game and then ordering a DL44 off of eBay that made like laser sounds. And then once I got that, I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll stream this! Hell yeah, people want this!"
Nice.
But no, I love that game, and that kind of reminds me, like, you have your own thing that you want until it gets all chaotic, and it's how you describe the chaoticness that develops your lore, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
Okay, guys.
true enough.
Oh wait, I got my mouse cursor back. Score.
Oh.
Yay.
Shit.
Okay, so we're gonna look. Have you seen the WandaVision?
Mousy, we missed you.
Mousy, hi, cursor boy. No,
I've not seen this yet myself.
Yeah, have you seen this, Finn?
No, I have not.
WandaVision official trailer.
I heard it
for Disney
existed, but
Plus.
I haven't seen it.
Is this a 90s workout routine?
You'll
I hope
see-
so.
You'll see in a
Wanda.
second. I won't spoil it.
Time for body break.
Heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time.
Wanda and Vision, aren't we a five-pair?
This is our home now. I want us to fit in.
Oh, this is gonna be a gas!
Where did you two move from? How long have you been married? And why don't you have children yet?
Our
Love
story.
how I do the genie.
I think what my wife means to say is that we moved from...
Moved from where? Married when? Damn it, why?
Oh, Arthur, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
This is really happening.
Look how she has the pop scar with the spider. She never did that in the
No.
movies.
Why would you think that?
Because you are. We are an unusual couple, you know.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
That shit is getting weird.
Okay.
I like the creative
Guys-
the creative leaps.
Do you guys
Yeah.
remember? I'm gonna continue on from a previous topic. Fallout 4, when it came out,
Okay.
they had many trailers like this one
Hmm.
that are just highlighting the most compelling parts of the plot. This is what I feel like Hollywood has done recently, that they just make trailers and expose you to the most compelling parts of the plot so you pay the actual money to see it.
And then if it's actually like it might
And
just
if
be
it's
a whole
actually
lot
good,
less- yeah.
if it's actually good or bad, who cares? They got their your
Well,
money.
yeah, hell, didn't they mention
And
this on
this is
DFF
what-
recently? It was
I don't remember.
it was like what's his I think Paul brought this up. Apparently it doesn't matter if you like it or not, or if it's even good or not.
It doesn't.
They openly know this, and they're like, well, it doesn't matter. You're
It's just
slavishly
what
going
the
to still come
population
and
is swayed by.
yeah, that's why they're doing all the remakes, not for you, but for your kids, and they can be
And
crappier because
That outside of context, that trailer was awesome.
Mm.
Was fucking awesome. But I
Right,
feel like I've
with the-
seen that before in Fallout 4.
Fallout
Remember,
4
there was
and
like,
a few others. Like
years before the bomb drop, and
Mm.
then it's just like a small little 15-minute, and then the rest of the 72 hours that you're playing it, you're in the wastelands.
yeah, that could
It's
100%
like
be the case.
tiny a little bit. It's cool of the plot. And
I
that's
still
what
think
Yeah,
Fallout
they
4 is
couldn't have
one of
really
the
done
best
it for
openings.
much longer than that, though, because there wouldn't have been anything to do.
Yeah, like
True.
Maybe there should be a game like Operation Anchorage where you're in the war. That'd be kind of interesting.
That would be awesome. Like
It wouldn't be a
Mercenary.
Fallout
Remember
game. Yeah,
Mercenaries on the Xbox?
yeah, I remember that. That was cool.
That was awesome. Like you're just a one single person army, and you can retreat, and you can like spawn a fucking Jeep with a M429 or something on it.
Um,
Maybe that's just my sensibilities, but
okay, let's go.
go on.
No, you're absolutely right. I 100% agree there. Like, it's most likely not going to be anywhere near as good as the hook, because that's
I
the
hate to
hook.
admit-
That's
to
the
say.
hook.
I hate to say.
And I hate
I just
to
love
say
the fact
this.
that they busted out the traditional costumes with the characters as well.
That would
Same.
be awesome if they did practical effects, and I knew about like how they did.
Oh, speaking of practical
Great.
effects, did you see that Tom Cruise is going to be sent off into space
Gonna
in a
be in
space
that
movie?
space. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything beyond
That seems like a terrible idea.
space.
I bet the movie's gonna
Sounds like a
suck, but
great
you are
idea.
gonna be like, wow, this is actually kind of, fair play.
Although if they're just gonna do bits of him in a shuttle with it, that would be
Oh.
interesting because then instead of having like CG floating liquids, you're gonna have like the real ones.
That
Yeah,
no,
I
I
feel like
want to
it's
see
gonna
all
be
of it.
great.
Yeah, I want to see him eat like the water pack, like drink from the water packet, and the
Right.
I
globs
feel like
of
it's gonna be
liquid coming out.
great. Exactly. I feel like it's gonna be great.
Now, my friend Claire sent me this. She actually sent me 2 articles. Depending on how this is, we'll switch over to that. The far right rises its growth for a political force in Ireland. It remains fragmented minority movement in Ireland. Believe me, I know. But the far right is
Right back,
exploiting.
guys. Gotta use the washroom.
Go for it.
Keep going.
Is influence online
Wait.
and on the street.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
What?
You said that as I know.
Well, you know
I
that
don't know.
Oh,
what-
I used to be a neo-Nazi. None of this alt-right bullshit either. A real neo-Nazi. Sieg Heil, mein
Okay.
Führer, that sort of thing. Here in Ireland.
Right.
For as a teenager.
So me and you would have gotten along, quote unquote.
Yeah, and now we look back at those people and we're like, wow.
Quote unquote. No, not quote unquote. Dot. Okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah, no, I can't stand what I was, but yeah, I've got no problem ever admitting.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. There's I've told this story a million times, but yeah. Let's read this then, because
Sorry for being out of
no, it's not that. It's just at some point you start getting sick of telling the same stories,
No, exactly.
I'll
my
tell you
uncle.
after. I'll tell you afterwards all you want. But shortly after 3 p.m. last Saturday, message accounts belonging to Ireland's most active far-right activists began to light up with glee. Ever seen a lesbian bleed before? A poster named Ireland's Woes asked the 1,650 subscribers. Left must have a fetish for getting beaten up, and said another calling themselves Edge Memes na Heron, which is edgy memes of Ireland. The joy of Saturday was caused by an assault on veteran LGBTQ campaigner who was called by the name of Izzy Kamikaze, who has been attacked while counter-protesting the anti-face mask rally outside of Leinster House. Kamikaze was hit by a piece of wood wrapped in tricolour, leaving her with a nasty head wound that require hospital treatment. Words of the posters are almost as ugly as the attack itself. People who wrote them are part of experts in Gardaí, that's our police, believed in a growing far-right movement in Ireland. One's attempting to hijack social concerns in a bid for mainstream support. They don't have that here in Ireland, but it is there below the surface. The right wing, to some degree or another, is below the surface. Most of it's talk. Most of it is old talk. But there's a core, a nugget of shit.
And by talk, I'm just trying to get a grasp of here. Because,
Okay.
here in the U.S., it's not talk that submits you in the dichotomy of left or right. It's what you say. Even something as simple as like trans people deserve rights. That could put you in the right. It all really
In the
seriously
right?
depends.
Why would it put that in your
I
right?
meant in the left. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It that automatically like makes the crowd believe in something that you just said. I don't know. It's a very
Yeah. I know what you mean, but
sway things.
here, no. When I say like it's mostly talk, I mean it's old lads in bars talking about how all these black people are coming over and taking our jobs.
Okay.
So
See,
it's more
we
like
have
working
that, but
class. But like when I say right wing, I don't mean them. I'm talking about like the right wing I used to be, an actual Nazi.
right. We're a more high fucking
Oh yeah,
population.
absolutely.
sure, and that's
There's
what
more
helps.
population. There's more nuance, and there's more history in your country. With the
There's
right
more
and left.
comedy. There's more comedy. Comedy can be taken from the left and right.
Absolutely.
I feel.
Until recently,
that's
these
what-
movements almost entirely online, often in shadier corners of the internet. But such as direct provision, child protection, and more recently opposition to COVID-19 measures have brought the far rights into the street. Violence has sometimes followed close behind. Yeah, some of these right-wingers don't support the crackdown on pedophile priests because it's destroying Ireland's cultural connection to the Catholic
Crackdown on
Church.
pedophile priest.
Yeah,
You
because
guys have
but,
like
yeah,
legislation to do that?
huge legislation. We're on the front lines of the war with the Catholic Church on that. But the right wingers don't give a shit because they don't actually care about the Catholic Church, but they care about it as being a conservative institution that
I
needs to be
haven't heard
protected.
that at all.
Well, that's probably
I mean, actual legal ramification.
yeah, well, the
rather
Catholic
than
Church is
just
heavily scrutinized
social.
more and more every year, and I love that. But it's still a powerful
I love that too.
social tool. Like
That's crazy.
when we passed the abortion bill here in Ireland, the
What year was
Catholic
that?
Church, that was about 3 years ago now, 4 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, we now have legal abortion here in Ireland.
So before that, it was illegal?
Only under the most dire circumstances, and it
Like if
came
you got raped by a crackhead.
then if it wouldn't be opposed to if it wouldn't hurt the mother to give birth to her, then yeah, you'd still be required to have the
And
baby.
then that baby would just be
Then you'd
raised
put it
for
up.
the state.
Then most likely they'd put it up for adoption. And that would be one more person in the mix of just a horrible situation. So yeah, like the Catholic Church then was like, well, if you go and pass this law, we'll pull our funding out of hospitals. And the Catholic Church was told, do it, and they didn't. They haven't done it yet. They don't know, because then they'll lose even more
If they did,
influence.
what do you think would happen? If they
Nothing.
did, what do you think?
Nothing. They don't make it
What a
nearly as much.
shitty thing to threaten, though.
I don't think
yeah.
anything would
Vile.
happen either.
Same with
Because-
the gay rights movement. They said the same thing. They massively
I
backed the
watched-
anti-gay rights movement.
Right. Yeah,
Of course they
exactly.
did.
I watch like streamers that don't even matter. Like it's just something to put on when you're vegetative. And I
Really?
put on that and they raise money for like pediatric cancer research. So it's like, sure, we can highlight these peoples as much as we can in regarding to exploiting these funds, but it's also a good social practice to highlight, hey, these people are doing something good. I gave my half of my percentage at the end of the year to this guy. I feel like
I'm thinking of doing a charity stream pretty soon.
that would be cool.
For no other reason than I
Good
just
on
want to
you.
do it. I don't want bragging rights. I don't want.
Good
There's
on
no
you.
some sort of. I don't know what charity. I need to be very careful. Some charities are fucking scams, but other charities are.
And the fact that some charities are scams highlights kind of the issue that I have. It's like, sure, we can pump thousands and millions of dollars into you, but what are you actually going to do?
Yeah, and then there's a lot of charities as well that aren't meant to
we're
be a scam, but they're full of corrupt people.
Or
Exactly.
over bureaucratic, so none of the
Or
money ever
we're gonna
goes to them.
We're gonna spend $500,000 of the million that you donated
Mm.
into
Right.
plastic silicone gloves that can't transmedic any biotic material.
Message above was posted on
It's like, what?
Telegram.
Something else would have been able to have more impact than that. And
By
that's
this
why
quote, they are very forthright in their views. Anti-Semitism, neo-Nazi, and the promotion of violence against minorities, positions that could result in being banned from Facebook and Twitter, are celebrated in many of the Telegram's communities.
Telegram, like as in they're fucking telegramming each other.
No, it's a website.
I feel like this is real.
Sort of news site, I think, right?
It's imagine it's if I remember right, the Telegram is like a
It's
really
almost like
low-
the sun, but
it used to be a newspaper, if I remember right, and now it's not really. But it has like message boards, and a lot of those message boards apparently bring in a lot of right wingers.
Yeah, I remember.
The masked man who hit Kamikaze at Leinster House is part of a group of protesters wearing badge, reading Antifa hunting permits, open season, all 58 genders.
What? I'm sorry.
Yep.
Can you make up more hunting laws to me so I can understand what you just said?
Sometimes violently against the far right. The attack on the Kamikaze was second violent incident involving far-right activists this month. On August 22nd, group of men wearing face masks. They never have the balls. And they never have balls. We used to have the balls. We'd shout right in your face. It wasn't. I'm not proud of it, but we had at least the balls to show who we were. and say what we feel. These days, a lot of people on the alt-right, they have no fucking cojones. Take Nick Fuentes, for example. A bunch of cookies. You fucking cunt.
Cookie Monster doesn't have enough ovens for that.
Yeah, you mean the Jews, don't you? And
Dude,
you
they
mean
say
the Holocaust. Well, why don't you fucking say it?
I fell victim to this. It was like the edgier the comment, the more funny and true it would be.
There comes a gradient point where afterwards it's not funny for everyone else, and you're kind of just there giggling to yourself.
And then you feel like a schizophrenic. Exactly.
Yeah, it's the moment of realization that a lot of people do get, and that's why a lot of people on the left are really helping people like move past this. But then there's this hardcore nugget of people who just don't care.
Here's the pessimistic me. I don't think that the nugget of people that the quote-unquote intellectual left is trying to gear towards, I don't think that they're receptive.
I don't think they're receptive at all.
They will be ever receptive.
If for everyone that does realize that they're going down a really dark path, you got another 99.
Right, you deny it.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, no, fuck off.
And you know why that is,
just
right?
snort
It's
dust off
community.
like a 24 hours before, but I've been working ever since then. It's like, no, dude, you just snorted dust off like 24 hours before. And now you're working and you're thinking like it's great. Like, no, that's not it.
Yeah, you have to.
So why do you guys think that they put Antifa in quote marks like that?
To probably avoid a lawsuit.
What you mean, like in here in the bracket?
Yeah.
No, lower down, next paragraph, end of next paragraph.
Protecting demonstrators from Antifa. Yeah, there could be a lot. There could be a lot of weight to it because Antifa just has no real say here in Ireland. Like, I don't know if Antifa has an Irish branch. If it does,
I'll tell you. In Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, Antifa has a say. Here, where I live, Antifa has a say.
I don't support Antifa because I think they're fucking stupid. But it's not like I don't understand where they're coming from.
I don't support them as much as I don't support the other side.
Yeah.
I understand that both sides have something that
it's fun, but
True.
That's not going to solve anything. It's just going to make him feel more of a victim.
What is that gonna exactly?
Saying that, now if you can combine the two, like if you can find some way of getting a Nazi off the streets while also kicking him to the curb, well, these things happen.
That'd be a great YouTube video.
But yeah, no, it's like Antifa's become this sort of like it's the left, but most leftists actually, I don't know a single person who is even remotely sympathetic to Antifa on the left.
I don't either, and that's my point. I don't either. I don't think anybody that you would ask in your social group would have any sympathetic feelings.
I have an understanding of their rage and where they're coming from, but I don't support
Antifa
them.
as much as the right. Like whatever they.
I understand where the Proud Boys are coming from. I think they're both fucking stupid.
That we're not addressing.
Only difference is the Proud Boys have guns.
I mean, no. The only problem is everyone has guns. So
in America, it's true. But have you noticed that a lot of the right wingers haven't died yet, but a lot of left people have? Interesting that.
Yeah, but that I have to put under scrutiny of underreporting.
I wouldn't be surprised if there are some stories that just don't go reported.
My point is that it all has a base problem that people hate to address and therefore like basically avoid to address. And this part of the problem between us is gonna hopefully build a Star Trek future.
Hold on there, guys. According to Dark Master, Jeff Holiday is sympathetic to Antifa. Is he?
I don't.
Citation needed.
Yeah, that's a big thing to lay at someone's feet there, man. You better point to a.
I don't think he's.
Also, the one person who downvoted, I love you so much. You have the biggest balls in the room.
The guy who downvoted. Heil Hitler 666.
Probably was him. He's a jerk.
Who was that? What happened?
Screw that guy.
Put Antifa in quote like it doesn't exist. The reason they put quotes is because I think it doesn't exist. Well, they do exist. It'd be stupid to think that they don't exist. But they don't have a say. They don't have an impact.
Not
And
at all.
they don't
Not
have
at all.
sympathy either. Like I said, like people on the left
Exactly
don't
how
have
the Proud
sympathy.
Boys have no input. Or sympathy.
When Trump
that.
has some of them in a fucking crowd, that's a bit different. You don't see Antifa in Biden's crowd.
Also, the question is,
No,
how much
I am
actual
sure I
leadership
would.
do they have?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like a loose collection of unaffiliated people
Exactly.
that are claiming
like,
to be them.
like anyone could just get the outfit and claim that you are. That's probably why a lot of those, like those cops that would smash up the windows and then claim to be Black
They
Lives
don't
Matter
even have to.
protesters.
They don't even have to have a weird costume to do that. They just do that.
Mm.
It's a problem that is systemic for sure. The way that we treat like
I don't know what the connection is here though. Why is it massively increased since the start of COVID? What is the connection there?
people are upset.
Oh, we're all
People are
upset.
getting very antsy in their own houses. I've talked to many people. My part of my job is to talk to.
Hey, look at this. They actually address one of the major concerns we all have. The term far right can be a clumsy and vague label. Some on the left apply it to anyone on the right of the mainstream political parties. Some conservatives see the term far right as a way of
Denigrating.
disintegrating mainstream conservatives' views.
There's no S. Denigrating.
Yeah, them. I'm a dirty pinko. We didn't learn how to
pinko.
English. We didn't learn how to English.
Let them take over your
Of course
corporation.
not. You learned how to Irish.
Damn right. All right, let's look at something a bit more positive. And because I'm on a fast today on my diet, which is going great.
Well, if you're eating methamphetamine, you don't have to tell us.
Well, try to tease yourself with pictures of food.
Damn
the
right.
Methamphetamine.
Buckle
binge.
yourself in, boys. We're doing a tiered list.
We
Hold on,
understand the values of pork and the different levels of cooked pork, but this is the 18th hour, if you want to include the others that you've told us about cooked pork. I'm sorry, man.
I didn't even realize I was saying it. God, I could really go for some pulled pork right now.
Now, here's a concern though. How can we do a tiered list of sandwiches if there's no hot dogs and burritos here?
Is there not?
Okay,
There's a gyro
stop,
there. There's a
stop.
Reuben.
Nope. Disconnect.
Yeah, what
Those
the
are
fuck?
fucking
Also, where did they get these
sandwiches.
pictures from? Look at these sandwiches. They're like from a 70s diner menu.
They do kind
Yeah.
of look pretty cheesy, and they might have cum on.
I like
the
cheese on my sandwiches.
Might have cum on.
All right, let's go through each and every one. Let's start with a classic: bacon, egg, and cheese.
I want to say McDonald's is the best.
No. We already did that. We did that on the 24-hour stream.
Oh, fucking A.
Yeah, we already
I don't
went
think
through the
this is
fast
brand
food.
based, is it?
No, this
Shit.
is just a generic one. So, like, what appeals to you guys the best? Bacon, egg, and cheese. I think it's a pretty solid, but nothing special about it.
Yeah.
Bacon,
Put that
egg,
on
and
a
cheese
C.
from where, though?
No,
Doesn't matter.
just it's in general.
Anywhere?
Yeah,
Just in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just
Yeah,
doing
those-
sandwich types.
Those are pretty good.
So S to D.
Yeah.
That's the rating system. So
Bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich out of everything else, I would put in an A, a low A.
Okay, Krendar.
C.
C. So I would actually have put it in a B, because that's the most convenient one.
That
Yeah.
averages between
It
us.
aver-
and
That
this, so there
averages,
you go.
yeah, B. Okay.
Because
All right.
don't get me wrong, it's a go-to, but it's a
It may
go-to
be
without any
much
it's a go-to
don't
without
know.
any sort of. Also, D is going to be where ones we've never tried before will go.
Okay. All right.
So a grilled cheese, just a generic grilled cheese.
Oh, dude, that's like a low. I want to say a low C. I've had that many times. Low
It's
C.
a classic, but it's not fancy.
It's a classic,
Exactly.
but like, if you're waking up and you're like, oh, I got to do some important shit today.
You just
You're
quickly
not
put on
looking
the
at the
grill
grilled
and you
cheese.
throw on the it's nothing
Yeah, I
special.
can agree with a C on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
C.
go with C.
It's good, but it's not fancy.
It's not
According to
great.
theory, pizza is a sandwich. What's your opinion on that? Ooh, pizza is more of a pie. However, if once you fold it
Depends how
over,
you
it
eat
then becomes a sandwich.
Depends how you eat it.
It's a
That's-
transformer.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a transformer.
Pizza former. No, wait, no.
In
Food former, pizza in the skies.
There you go.
There you go. Pulled pork.
Oh,
Dude, that's a dinner item for me. So
Damn right.
low C. Low C.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Low C. Low C,
no.
dude.
Okay,
Low
so we
C.
have contention. What? Why?
Yep.
Why low
What
C?
is wrong with you, sir?
Because, okay, you
Your
go to
job now
like a
is to convince
family
us.
barbecue. You go through a family barbecue.
Okay.
They have burgers, pulled pork, and that's
Yeah,
it.
but we're not comparing these to burgers.
I don't
though.
know.
Actually, is burgers here?
Something in me
I think they are.
Can't-
I think burger is here.
can't think of this as a breakfast burger. I don't know.
Nobody said anything
No,
about
no, no, no.
breakfast.
It's not breakfast.
True.
It's just sandwiches.
It's
Encyclopedia
something
of
that you can
sandwich.
hold. Great.
This has nothing to do with breakfast.
Ah, fuck you guys. God damn it. Now I
Open
have
your
to explain
mind.
We
myself.
said
Open your
breakfast on the
third
brain
eye.
because the first one was a bacon and egg one.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to explain myself. It's not
Okay.
a bacon and egg. It's a fucking.
Okay,
It's
so
not-
pulled
Or
pork.
think of it as a lunch sandwich.
Okay,
Yeah.
here. I'll
Brunch. Say it's brunch.
contend and say it's a B minus.
Okay,
It's a
so
B minus.
yeah, Krendar, did you have it as an A?
I said A.
Yeah,
What-
that
what
pretty
about
high.
you, though?
Okay, I wouldn't say quite. I actually know I have had ones, but it's not the average. I have had ones that would reach A. Let's say a high B.
All right.
Yeah, the ones that
It really comes down to how good the sauce is.
Yes.
I guess, yeah.
As
the
long
less
as it doesn't
sauce
make
on
the
the
bread
main
all
pulled pork,
soggy.
I've had
Like you don't
some
want the
so-so
sauce.
pulled pork.
Yeah, you don't want to have the sauce making the bread soggy. You know, so you don't want it too drenched.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah, it's got me.
what the hell's this one? A bana mi.
Oh,
Okay,
banh mi. That's a Vietnamese style.
Okay.
What the fuck does that
It's pretty
include?
good.
And I will not eat dung beetles.
It's,
What does it
no,
include?
it's-
Tell me.
It's essentially a sub,
I know,
but
but
just with some
I have
spice.
to zoom in
like
to
some
read the
jalapeno in
text.
there
there's
or
so many
something.
subs. There's so
Okay,
many
so
subs.
it's
There's nothing
meat,
exotic and
pickles,
crazy. in it.
vegetables, cilantro,
feels-
and mayo.
It feels like I'm a vaporwave acid trip right now.
Maybe you are, knowing you.
I'll go B with. I've had a banh mi. They're pretty good. I'll go B on that.
Okay.
I'll go B minus because it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
I
if
have
only
no
one of us
visual
have had it,
connection.
we have to forfeit our vote.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so-
Forfeit. Forfeit.
Unless
You
of course
get
the
the
chat,
fucking-
unless of course the chat wants to counter.
Well, put it in
Note
B and we
there.
can move it later.
You'll
if
get
you
the-
want to.
Yeah,
the
if there's an
Bread
objection.
dust.
So
ahead.
BLT, a classic BLT.
Okay. Shit.
I'm gonna put it as a C. There's nothing special about
Dude,
it.
there's so many places that could make a BLT good, though.
Mm.
I'm gonna put it in
Actually,
a.
no, I agree with C. Actually, yeah.
I'm gonna put it in A minus.
Ooh, so that means we have to round it off to a B.
An A minus only because I remember taking vacation to like a small town in Michigan and getting their BLT. Yeah, BLT.
And that those BLTs were amazing.
They were amazing. And then we got pizza later on in the night. So
Dude. All right, here's an Italian sub. Now I've had an Italian sub in not in Italy, in France. That was absolutely lovely. It was nearby the border, and I've also had it in America, which was very different. That was also lovely. So I'm gonna put that as a high, not mid tier to high B. But what about you guys?
I agree.
uh
High B.
yeah,
B plus.
high B, mid B to high B.
Okay.
Mid B to high B. It depends where you go.
Yeah,
For sure. But,
all
but
these are
Where
gonna
you
be
go fits for,
all these are gonna
qualifies
be
for
like
all
that.
of these.
I've
Yeah.
worked at places where that doesn't give a shit, and I've worked at places that do
Yeah.
give a
Subway's
shit.
Italian.
That
subs,
applies
they
to all
suck.
food, of
They
all
suck.
kinds, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you're
Thanksgiving
lazy, you
sandwich.
can fuck up anything.
Now I can't have a say in this. It's a Thanksgiving sandwich. I'm guessing it's all the stuff you've got left over from Thanksgiving.
I've never heard of that.
It's probably not
It's-
anything like
I've
our
had the
Thanksgiving.
Christmas equivalent of that, like 2 days after Christmas, the
Oh,
last of the
go
turkey.
ahead and name the ingredients because it's nothing.
Turkey,
it's gonna
stuffing, cranberry sauce.
I hate cranberry sauce.
Be,
Okay,
dude,
so it's gonna
that's
be
like
low
a
for
D
you.
minus to me.
Yeah, let's.
That's a D minus.
Yeah,
I'd put it
D.
in a C if it didn't have the cranberry
The
sauce.
best part
I've
of
never had it,
Thanksgiving-
so the D's have it.
The best part of Thanksgiving is if you have that time, like that you're dedicated to work, and then I'm off of work, but it's past Thanksgiving. The warm ups,
Yeah, the
Mm.
leftovers.
leftovers.
Same for Christmas. A
Not-
lot of
not
them.
weird fucking sandwich that you no.
Look, I'd be getting shit-faced in Christmas, and there'd be tons of turkey left, and I'd just pull it, stuff it into like a roll,
Yeah,
and just
dude, you
sit
don't
down
even have to
yeah,
heat it up.
exactly.
Just take it out of the bag.
Like you're not eating dinner for like 3 days after Christmas because you're just eating all the leftovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Lobster roll. Never had it.
That sounds interesting. What is
For
this?
breakfast?
No, remember
No,
this
no,
is
why do you keep talking about breakfast?
It's
I don't
not
know why I
breakfast.
keep talking about breakfast.
You gotta expand that idea,
So
man.
this is not for breakfast. Just a
Okay,
lobster roll.
with this thing, you
plain
got to think
stuff.
lunch and maybe dinner.
Okay.
Actually, no,
Dude.
not even that. Just even breakfast too. Just all of it. Just in general.
I
a
mean, it
generalized
can be
sandwich.
breakfast, but don't make that your default assumption.
No.
Okay.
Okay, a lobster.
So tell us about the lobster roll.
Yeah, because we've never had it, so it's actually down to
What
you.
is that? What is it though? Tell me about it.
Okay.
What does it say is in
I've
it?
been to
lobster
like
meat, mayonnaise, celery.
I've had a lobster roll. It was at a place close to Detroit called Terry's Terrace. I don't know if anyone in Detroit or close to knows that name, but it's called Terry's Terrace, and they specialize in like seafood.
Okay.
And I got a lobster roll, and it was delicious. That whole first day that I ate that lobster roll, delicious. And notice how I'm saying first day. The second day after I ate the lobster roll, no good in my stomach. No.
Oh dear.
I had to shit that shit out.
Maybe they didn't cook it properly.
Yeah.
Probably, but it was.
I feel in
Alright,
that
well,
case, I feel
here's
almost unfair in that case. If
It
it's just
is
one
unfair.
Bad, yeah, but
Well, here's
that's a
what
chat
I
once or
propose
so.
here, Finn. Rate it based on how you would have felt about it if it had been cooked correctly.
If it
and
had
didn't
been
make you
cooked.
sick later.
Okay,
SDB.
I would have.
Because we're just
gave
talking
it
about lobster rolls
probably
in general, not specifically that one.
Probably an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay, that'll be an A.
Toss that an A then, because you're the only one who's had it. I like the idea. It sounds good.
I
it's
wouldn't say
like
no
a,
to it. It was handed to
almost
me
like
right now.
A soup. Like if you've ever had a crab soup,
Lobster bisque.
clam chowder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
With
like
them
that
crackers.
boiled down
Chowder.
onto a bread. And that sounds fucking delicious, right?
Yeah.
It was pretty much that to me. So yeah, I'll have to go with
I'm into it.
Turkey club.
Oh.
Turkey, lettuce, tomatoes, bacon, and mayo.
Oh.
It
Might
sounds
give
like
that
I could make that with the Thanksgiving sandwich as the same principle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's towards the end of Thanksgiving when your shit's going expired and you still have like 2 or 3 bags of turkey or cranberry left, and you're like, let me put these together. That sandwich is what you make like a week after
Let's give
Thanksgiving.
it a D.
Yeah. There's nothing great. Now tuna melt. Now I live off these stuff at least once
Tuna
a year.
melt.
That's
They can be
pretty good.
good. Yeah. I'm gonna go with a B.
If you put
All right.
macaroni in it,
But like a decently
Dude.
high B. Yeah,
Dude, if
I've
you-
had that.
if you
That's
Yeah,
good.
macaroni
B
in it,
plus.
and it's cold macaroni with tuna. Oh.
Okay, so B's have it?
I would say high B.
Okay. Yeah, because oh my
Yeah, there you
god,
go.
it is so.
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good spot.
fried chicken sandwich.
Oh,
Oh,
that's an
dude.
A.
Now that's a burger. Now we've entered burger territory.
What
I don't know
defines
if
this
it-
kind of sandwich.
Is it a burger though? Crendar?
Fried
pretty
chicken
much.
breast, lettuce, and
I'm,
tomato.
I'm
Yeah.
of the opinion that
Isn't that
what
a
Chick-fil-A
chicken burger
sandwich is?
is still a
Crendar.
burger.
Yeah.
Crendar.
Yeah.
If I was like cooking out, and you like were a friend of my wife's, or your wife was a friend of my wife's,
Mhm.
and you just came upon me
How many
cooking
wives
out
do you have?
Plural.
thousands concubines, thousands.
Cool.
They just don't know it yet.
They don't. They do know it.
So what's the
But-
question?
So if I was like just a normal barbecue, hey, let's go over to Steve's and have a barbecue.
Mhm.
If I made you a chicken barbecue sandwich,
Mhm.
would you totally appreciate it, or would you just be like, I could do better? I feel
Depends
like
how
I
good
would
you-
totally.
depends how good you
I'm up
make
for
it.
the idea.
Yeah. Like you're under the
Chick-
assumption
I've
that you're
had
not
some
going to make it good.
amazing. I've had some
Chick-fil-A.
amazing fried chicken sandwiches before.
Yeah. Same.
I have two, and they're all from.
I've had crappy
Chick-fil-A.
ones as well.
Maybe I'm too northern, but
I don't
they're
know. We
all
don't have that here, so I've never tried it.
I've only had one,
What I've
and
seen
it's
from
from
Chick-fil-A,
Ohio.
it looks like they do decent. Pitmonk
I had
says
to
that
drive out
they're
of
better than
state.
Popeyes for their sandwiches. But no,
Yeah,
like,
it's it could work. I'll
what'd
give
you
that
say?
an A.
An A?
I'll
Okay.
give that a B minus C plus.
All right. Well, C plus. That might make it a tad more complicated then, because I'm gonna give it an A.
Oh shit. Okay, then I would say tally is around a B.
All right.
Sure.
B
Give it a high
seems to
B.
be our average.
That's our average. Yeah.
Cheesesteak. Now, as in a Philly cheesesteak, as far as I'm aware, because there's no alternative. So let's just say cheesesteak.
That's
Philly
generally
cheesesteak,
what people
what?
mean. Yeah.
There's so many Philly cheesesteaks.
All right, this one in particular has 30 thinly sliced beef, cheese, and onion.
Is it like in a sandwich?
Yeah.
With a like a toasted sandwich?
Yeah,
Yep.
you can see the picture there. It's a toasted roll.
It's kind of hard for me to see, so if I apologize,
Oh,
but I
okay.
can kind of see it.
I'd give it a B.
I've had good ones. I've had bad ones. They're all filling.
Yeah, I
Oh,
would. That's why I
very
would give it a C because they're all filling. It's
You don't like it other than that though? Is that what you mean?
You know what? I'm actually going to give it a C as well.
I can
because-
love it.
All right. See,
I can
it
like
is.
it, but it's there's just too many caveats.
It can vary a lot. Yeah.
It
It
can.
can. It's a basic meal that can be fucked up very
Yeah.
basically.
And you can make
But
it
again,
halfway decent too.
Just keep in
but-
mind that we're talking about the concept of the type of sandwich, not necessarily if some specific place does it badly, right?
Right, yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever had this before. Cubano.
A Cubano?
Cubano.
There, see,
I don't think I've had it either. What's
ham,
on that?
pork, Swiss cheese, pickles, and mustard.
Wait, what kind of pork?
Just ham and pork.
Ham and pork, Swiss cheese and mustard?
That's redundant. Ham and pork are the same thing.
They are, but I think in this case, it's like one is like the luncheon
What is cured?
sandwich, and yeah, the other has it's just like
Yeah.
the stuff you get from a pack.
I mean, it sounds pretty good. I've never had one, but it sounds.
Wait,
good.
can
the
you say the
pickles-
ingredients again?
Ham, pork,
Something-
Swiss cheese, pickles, and mustard.
That's very basic.
It's
I've had
very
stuff
basic.
like it.
And you know what? I'm not a big fan of pickles.
And that's a
love pickles.
Cubano?
Yeah, that's a Cubano.
I guarantee you, if you were living in San Francisco and you
You
went
get
to
a much better version than that.
No, you would get an equally same version of
Oh.
that.
But you
And that's
pay
why
like,
it's
you
ridiculous.
pay like
Yeah, I
$9.
think it sounds all right, but you could probably do
It
better.
sounds great. Yeah, you could probably do better.
Let's give it a D because I don't think any of us have had that exact
That's
thing.
C
that's
minus
true.
for me.
Yeah. No, D
Yeah.
has to because we've never had it. Now
I
the
mean, I think
meatball
if it's in a
sub.
situation where none of us have had it, we can vote on it based on what we would think it would be like.
That's true.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
just have to default if one of us has had it and the other ones
Mm.
haven't.
Right. Okay.
Meatball sub. Can't go wrong with a good sub.
Shit.
Except for Subway's. Subway's one is just water.
Well, let's just avoid Subway in general.
Yeah, let's not mention sandwiches and Subway in the same mention.
Well, we've actually got a Firehouse Subs around the corner from where I live that I go to a lot.
Dude, Firehouse Subs is so much better than Subway, but I'm
Yeah.
so sorry that you have that comparison.
Firehouse is my favorite subs so far. that
But
I've
their
experienced.
meatball sub, though.
I usually get the
don't
hero.
it. I don't. I usually get like a ham and cheese or something subtle
Mm.
where it's not
I
too
would
much.
vote B on meatball.
I'm gonna vote
I
A,
think
so
I'd
you're
vote-
the
I'd
deciding
vote
factor.
B minus.
Okay,
I'd
so
vote
the
B
B's have it.
minus.
They're good, they're solid, dependable sub, but
And
there
they
are
can-
better.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
R&D.
you can definitely be more creative with balls to the wall. and your
Now
cock
this
and-
one looks.
Be
This
more
one
creative
looks
with your
French
balls,
or
people.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Croque Monsieur. Croquette
Come on,
Monsieur.
yeah, those are good.
Never had them before.
Uh,
Is it?
They're not too fancy. But
Ham,
So what?
beef. What's that thing? Bechamel?
bechamel, it's a type
Bechamel.
of it's a creamy sauce.
Oh, that's the one. Is that the one you were talking about
Creamy
earlier?
sauce.
Bechamel is basically like thickened milk as a sort of
Oh.
creamy
Creamy
sauce.
sauce. Okay.
G or
It's
Y.
literally milk and a thickener.
E or E. Gruyere?
Sorry, what?
Let me spell it out because I don't even know how to pronounce this one apparently. Let's go all the way down. G or Y? G or U Y E or E?
Oh, Gruyere.
Gruyere.
Gruyere, monsieur.
Type of cheese.
Gruyere, monsieur. Number 15.
Croque monsieur. With
Like the
Gruyere
grotesque
cheese.
mister. I think that's
No,
what
it means
translates
crunchy.
to.
Croque means crunchy.
Okay.
The sandwich is literally called Mr. Crunchy.
Mr. Crunchy.
I like it on its
it
name
looks
alone.
Pretty good. It looks pretty good.
It does.
They're
It
tasty.
looks.
It's a good snack. I would give it a C overall, depending on whether you're looking for a meal or a snack.
Can you like zoom up on it again?
Yeah. I mean,
It was the G.
It's
It
fairly
looks pretty
basic as
good.
a sandwich, but it's pleasant. You know.
Right. It looks like very humble. Exactly
It
like
is.
what I would put ham and pork with.
It's a good
few other ingredients, but whoever
it's a
did
good
this
like hors
cut it
d'oeuvre
off.
kind of thing.
Okay.
It's good
Yeah,
for an
no, I
hors d'oeuvre or
see
a
it.
snack. It's not
I would-
necessarily super much as a meal.
You can fucking fillet me as much as you want, but I would go for a fish sandwich any day of the week, any time of the week.
What? Where do we put this then?
I'm gonna say
saying-
C.
Shit,
C?
dude.
I've
say C
had
plus.
these before.
C plus.
Okay, well the C still
B
have it. then.
minus.
Well, the C still have it. Because I can't have an impact because I never had it.
Well, hopefully my palate will survive the Star Trek.
And now we have the
feature that we
Mrs.
have.
Crunchy.
Mrs. Crunchy, yes.
Oh no! I didn't even think
It
about
has
the opposite.
Dijon mustard and a fried egg. Now, I could say I looks like I'd enjoy that.
Now, I've never had
zoom it
this
in
one.
a little bit because it looks like a cow that cut open their sphincter. I don't know, man. It looks
It's
really
basically like
weird.
a little piece of like
It looks like something that I'd see
toasted bread with an
off
egg
of
and mustard on
Movie
it.
Grounds.
Yeah.
I would give it a D, but I've never had it.
Same.
But I don't think any of us have.
Okay,
so we're just
there's a
voting
little
on
egg.
Yeah.
I see it. Okay, there's a little egg.
A little fried egg on it, yeah.
I don't know.
Now, I've
I'd
heard
probably
nothing
use
but
C
good
minus.
things about this magical thing called a Reuben.
Oh, stop.
Okay.
Rubens? No, stop. You can't talk about Rubens. Stop.
Okay,
I'm
why
just saying
not?
I've heard nothing but good things.
Because you're Canadian and you can't.
I'm
Of
not
course you've heard
Canadian.
nothing but good
I'm
things.
Irish,
Okay,
you dumb
it
fuck.
doesn't fucking matter. You're both the same.
We're both not Americans.
We're different.
Right.
We're from foreign land.
All right, Finn, educate
My
us
first
about
name is
Rubens.
Finnegan.
All right.
Tell us about Rubens.
Tell us of the
American.
Reuben.
Okay, Reubens, they're only good if the person that is serving you the Reuben cares about the bread in which they are serving you the Reuben upon.
The bread looks very special.
That's important.
You have to bake the bread in which you put this Reuben upon, right? You can't just have like fucking soggy bread with a sauerkraut.
Yep. I'm with you.
Like, ugh. No.
Also, the quality of the sauerkraut very important as well.
Hmm.
I've had some bland ass sauerkraut in my life.
True, but the
But
sauerkraut
the bread really does need to be crunchy.
doesn't as much as help as the bread. Exactly.
It
You
looks,
have to get the bake.
looks
You
like
have to
something I
get
could
the
get
bake,
behind.
bro. You have to get the
Rubens.
bake.
What's your scoring on Rubens as a general concept, Finn?
I would say, man, B minus to B plus.
Okay.
I'm with you on that.
Okay.
Because
give it a
like a
B.
nice Swiss that is melted within those confines of the bun.
Now,
I've had quite a variety of quality in my Rubens, but that includes some quite good ones, yeah.
Right.
this one, it's one of the few things I didn't get in New York that is a staple of New York these days, a gyro.
A euro.
Gyro.
I call them gyros. Be silent.
Shut up.
Gyros.
Shut up.
That is
Irish
because you are
shit.
wrong, sir.
I am very wrong, but I don't
This is
care.
why
Gyros are
one-
delicious, eh?
One generation of my
I
family
heard someone call them gyros.
fled.
Well, they are very wrong.
Extremely.
Yeah, exactly.
we can join forces and mock them.
Well, yes, we can, but
They are more wrong than you.
more than that, they have.
What do you think, Finn?
Euros, man, that sauce What do they put in that sauce? It's
Called-
like
it's- Yeah, I think it's
it's
called.
a white sauce, right?
I think that's the tzatziki sauce.
Tzatziki sauce. Dude,
Ooh.
before my dad passed away, I
stuff.
remember exactly. We had those little tiny sandwiches coming in for like a 4th of July party or something, like where the rest of my family would be, but like not very long. It's just like the bread bar. And I remember him getting pissed the fuck off by this catering company that he was like, they'll bring the fucking tzatziki sauce, and they brought half the sandwiches, but they didn't bring the tzatziki sauce. And I was
Yeah,
sitting
you
there
fucked that
like,
up.
does it really matter? And I dipped some in, and yes,
You can't have gyro without
does
tzatziki
matter.
sauce.
right.
Hey,
Where
It's
does
like this
where does
weird
this
A.
majestic stallion land? Eh?
C plus, C
What?
plus, B minus.
you don't like him that much?
No, it's very complicated. Homer wrote an epic about it.
Remember, we're talking about the in general, not necessarily as judged by a specific restaurant.
Yeah.
Right?
Just solid B.
Solid B.
Have you ever tried this, Lo?
No, so we're at an impasse. One of you is gonna have to budge.
Fucking A. Shit in the ass. Okay, I'll fucking budge. Fucking.
We need
Okay.
another A up here, and look at there's not a single S. A special rank, not a single ultimate sandwich.
Well, nothing has really amazed us yet. That's why.
Yeah.
Right. Trust me, when I see that amazing, glistening ham, pork, disease-ridden swine squirreling at me, I'll know that it's A.
All right. 19.
AKA, it's probably pork.
Most of these seem to be pork. 19. Po' boy.
I've never had those.
Haven't had it.
I have to
Same.
say,
Let's see what the ingredients are.
I have to say D minus because I've never had, or have
Right.
I?
Well,
See-
since none of us
Fried?
have had it, we're gonna judge it based on what we think it would be.
I've
like.
never been told
Okay.
that it's a po' boy. Eat
I've
that.
heard of it. I've heard. I don't.
I mean,
that's-
they have a strong reputation. but
Paul.
I don't
Paul
know.
and those that live in the South, especially Paul, he's mentioned
Mm.
before.
What's in it?
Okay, so it's fried
it's just a
seafood,
sandwich?
lettuce, tomato, pickles, mayo, and hot sauce.
That sounds pretty good.
Wait, what seafood? What kind of
It
seafood?
just says fried seafood. That's the weird thing. So I'm guessing prawns and
So it could be
crawdads and
anything?
shellfish or like whitefish. It could be anything, yeah.
That has the potential of being the greatest.
In
I don't
reality, it
know.
might be an A, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna I'm gonna guess B, but maybe B
I'm
plus.
gonna guess B minus,
Okay.
like around the B's, because I like the fish fillet, the fish
Mm.
fillet. I like any kind of fish.
The hot sauce wins it out for me, so I'm gonna say B as well.
Yeah.
We might be
I
completely
mean,
wrong. We might take a bite of our first ever po' boy and be like, "What the hell's this?"
This thing might be an A, but I don't know for sure.
I don't know for sure either.
Hi, Skip. Welcome to the
I
show.
want one now, though.
Have you ever had a po' boy before? Because we. Oh, by the way, if we can't make a pass, we turn it over to the audience. So, Skip, have you
Yes.
ever had
Oh.
a po' boy sandwich before? If so,
Then fucking-
enlighten us.
Yeah, po' boys are definitely the subject in which to fucking continue on, because I can imagine it being like a lobster roll. Have you guys
Mm.
ever had any lobster rolls?
I've had like sushi lobster roll, yeah.
I
on
had the sushi
on
version,
bread,
but not like
though.
sandwich
Oh,
version.
okay, sandwich. No, wait, no.
That's very good.
I have, yes. I've had a
That's
sandwich.
very good. But shit, man. If I was the fisherman,
no,
catching,
Skep doesn't have it.
I would-
Skep hasn't.
he has not.
No,
heard of
we
it.
need to wrap. We need to go through this. Caprice.
Okay.
A caprese sandwich. Okay, let's see what's in this.
Might as well just keep it zoomed in.
Yeah, that's
honestly.
true. Yeah, it's save a bit of time. After this, we'll if we have the time, which I don't know if we will. There was a bunch of like troll videos and shit like that. I didn't realize we'd get. I should have known after last time. I should have known that the tiered list for the sandwiches would be a very divisive.
It is very divisive.
People like to argue over sandwiches.
Makes
Damn
my
right.
Capris.
It's like a
Tell us
priest.
what-
Mozzarella, tomato, basil, and olive oil.
Sounds all right.
It doesn't sound amazing. How about C?
I'll give it a C.
Yeah, see.
Okay. If anyone in the chat wants to fight us over it, that's up to them. Patty melt. Ground beef patty, cheese, caramelized onion. I've had some amazing patty melts. And
Anything
some
with-
bog
with
standards.
That's a B. That's a B. Anything with beef.
What about you, Crandar? Where do you fall?
That's beefist.
So that's a that's a
I'm
B.
sorry!
I'm gonna call it a C.
Oh yeah. Well, I wouldn't have made a difference because we both would agree on B. So you're kind of
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah. I'm just thinking. Actually, that was one of the most major most of the sandwiches I had over in the States this year was patty melts. Egg salad, not a big fan. So I'm
D.
immediately gonna go with D.
Oh, dude. I'm sorry.
All right.
I have to go with a B+. I love egg.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. Yep. I love
Well,
egg.
put it in C then.
Yeah.
We'll average it out.
I'll average it out.
But
I mean, I like egg salad. It's just not as good.
It can
as a
be
lot of
fucked
other
up
kinds.
The
very.
the texture for me is just wrong. Ugh, doesn't
It
feel
can
right
also be
at all.
very fucked up.
French dip, roast beef sandwich dipped in beef juice.
That's very good.
That sounds very good, yeah.
Had that
I'm-
before, and the smell is
Uh-huh.
lovely. The smell
I'm
is
giving
like
it an A.
Beef broth.
yeah. PB&J, good old PB&J.
C.
Not a big fan over here. We don't really do the peanut butter
I
and
don't
jelly.
do P plus J. I just do P, bro.
Peanut butter.
I just do P, yeah.
So CD around there.
If you're like,
Because I'd actually put it in D.
for
I'm not
me,
gonna
if
lie.
I'm a manic depressive episode, I would take 2 days like resting, and then D would be my first day to eat. So yeah, D, high D.
Okay, Crandar, same.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Tortilla.
I would have said low C, but whatever.
Yeah.
It averages out to a D because you guys both said D.
Yeah. Tortilla, steak, beans, lettuce, tomato, and avocado.
Not tortilla, torta.
Torta.
Yeah,
Okay, I've never heard of
Torta
this thing.
makes it.
Never heard.
It's
of
a
this
Mexican
before.
style of sandwich, but it's not on the actual tortillas.
It's like
Oh.
flatbread.
Oh, okay. I like me some flatbread.
So
yeah.
read the ingredients again.
Steak, beans, lettuce, tomato, avocado, and roja. Kobe.
Roja.
COBJA.
Red beans.
I'm
Red
not sure what
beans?
that last thing is.
Yeah,
No.
Roja, red beans.
COBJA.
Kobja.
Kobja.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Sounds all right though.
Doesn't sound like I wouldn't say no to it, especially the steak part. That'd be nice and.
I mean, technically, I wouldn't say no to anything that we've done so far, but
Yeah, I mean, there'd be
But
preferences.
there are other things I would prefer. Over
I
other
can see
things,
right
but-
down here. I can see right 1 or 2 down here. Like I'll be like, do I have to? You know, like-
So that's like a large edible game fish that lives in open waters in the Atlantic, Indian, and Western Pacific Oceans.
Oh, so it's fish.
So it's like fishy, yeah.
Okay, so that would bump it up in your aspect.
I love
wouldn't
any
it?
kind of fish, yeah.
Okay, so
What do you guys say?
What? Yeah. What would you say? Well, which one do you want?
What's your vote, Finn?
B minus.
I'd say a B. It's not something I'd look for, but something I wouldn't say no to if it was put in front of
I
me.
love fish.
Sure, that's fine.
Uh,
I was wavering between B and C, so
roast beef sandwich. Mm.
Oh,
Well,
dude,
dependable.
that's a fucking yeah.
that's a workhorse.
That's
of a
like your
sandwich.
cowboy boot.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That'll
I
fill
have-
you.
I'd
You
have
won't
to
need
say
any
A+.
side. With a decent roast beef, you wouldn't
I
need
have
any
to
side.
say A plus. I have to say.
What are they listing for ingredients other
Oh.
than the beef?
Thinly sliced beef, barbecue sauce, or horseradish.
Okay.
I could
Or-
definitely go for the barbecue sauce version.
Yeah.
It looks like
or-
It looks like this is an Arby's sandwich in particular.
Yeah,
Oh
Um,
shit.
So yeah, I'm gonna put A. Krendar, what do you think?
A is fine with me. Yeah,
And you there, Finn?
Fuck man. Towards the lower side of B.
Well, then you're outvoted on this one.
oh he's being
Ah, God
anti-beef
damn it.
again.
I am. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
What do you got against beef, huh? What's your beef with beef?
Those
What
videos.
those cows do to you?
Cows
What's your beef, Finn?
upside down? They slit their throat.
Oh, there he goes.
There he goes. Hope you
Oh,
guys...
shit.
Yeah, you cut out there for a bit.
He got so angry he went offline.
The cows have pinpointed his location.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you think
Okay.
they'd be happy with you because you're not killing and eating them.
Well, no, but I'm just glorifying them.
French ham, salted butter, jambon brie.
Burr.
You mean jamboree?
No, that's jambon means ham, and burr is the French word for butter.
Okay, so it's a.
Can
it's
that
a ham
also
and
be a
butter.
jamboree?
Sure, a jamboree of ham.
Okay. Shit, that sounds really good.
Mm.
Sounds pretty decent.
It looks nothing that's really jumping out, but at the same time, yeah, it doesn't seem too bad. B.
It's like a party where they have like the sides, like ham with a dip.
Oh yeah.
Try this
yeah.
dip.
And then they've
So
got
what
like
do
You have like
little-
really good dip.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
So,
the
beef?
jamboree. Yeah, the beef one.
Okay. This one's Japanese. I've seen it
Tonkatsu.
before. Yeah, I've never had it, but it looks tasty.
Me neither.
Fried
What is
pork, fried pork chop, mayo, and tonsatsu sauce or tongsatsu.
Whatever that is.
Mm.
Sounds nice though. And Japanese food is usually pretty high quality.
Very.
It
Plus,
is.
it looks cute.
You
It's
don't get a
super
lot of
kawaii.
lazy Japanese cooks.
It's super
Which one?
kawaii.
Which one is the sandwich in question?
This one here, the one that looks very, very symmetrical.
Okay, 28. Okay. Shit. I don't know, man.
You've probably seen it in like anime and stuff like that being
Yeah.
eaten.
When I've had sushi, like the aesthetic of the plate that they present to me is very good.
They're pretty good at that,
And
usually,
that-
too. Yeah.
Yeah, that almost makes the meal taste better in a weird
Mm.
way.
Psychological.
Psychologically, yeah, you're like, oh wow, that looks really
That's why presentation is a really big thing. Actually, here's the thing. Like from being at culinary school for a bit myself, just on a basic level, but whenever you guys go to a restaurant in the future, when things open up a bit more, pay attention to the way your plate is laid out and see
Right.
if you're. Here's the thing to watch out for: does your server or waiter or waitress give you the food in such a way that they make sure to put the plate down with the protein item facing you? Because I bet you they will most of the time.
Okay.
And if they didn't do that, it would mean that they're really insincere about. And
Yeah,
they're
like
really
most of the
not
time, the
confident
protein
about
item will
the
be
food
the
you're
most
serving.
prominent thing on the plate.
Yeah, I'll
Like
take
they'll
a
make sure to arrange it so that it's the most
yeah.
prominent thing, and it will usually be facing you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that I
They're
think
trying
of
to
my
emphasize that
steakhouse,
the most.
yeah, now that I think of my steakhouse experiences, that totally makes sense.
They're trained to.
Or
do that.
even the
I'm
sushi
gonna give
place
this
that
a
I
B,
go.
By the way,
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna give this
it sounds good, but I don't.
an A
know.
minus. I'm gonna give this an A
Oh.
minus.
What do you think?
You know what? I've always wanted to try it, so I'm gonna be optimistic and give it an A. An A
Sure.
minus as well,
I mean,
so...
in the back of my head, I'm thinking it might have the potential to be an A, but I just
It,
don't know for sure.
yeah, I don't know for sure either, but
not mad
I'm
at
taking
an A,
the
not at
gamble.
all.
All right, we're now down to our last two batches. One, Monte Cristo.
Which is?
I've never had a Monte Cristo before, but I know it's very, very fancy. It's a
I've heard
very
it
fancy
before.
sandwich.
Tell us about it.
It's like
Ham.
cheese and steak or something.
Yeah, ham, turkey, Swiss cheese, fried, and then served with jam.
I don't know how I feel about the
Ugh.
ham, but the rest of it sounds nice.
Yeah,
The rest of it sounds great,
The
but the
jam is kind
jam-
of.
I could skip. You could just skip the jam if it's just something given to you
Oh
on
yeah,
the
you
side.
get it on a little like bowl or something, like a little pot.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm gonna give that a B.
Yeah,
I'll give it a high B.
Now, a good old fashioned ham and cheese. Ham, cheese, lettuce, and mustard.
A. Just a solid A.
No
Not
nonsense.
plus or
sandwich.
minus,
Yeah,
just an A.
You know what? I've eaten thousands of these things in my life, and I've
They're,
been so.
they're great.
Yeah, they get the
You
job
can
done.
fuck them up.
Yeah.
You can
Which
fuck
one
them up. You can make them great.
That's
It
another
doesn't-
that's another one of
it's
your
A or B.
reliable workhorse sandwiches.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. Blue collar man.
You're all gonna hate me, but after New York, the bagel with lox can only go in an S for me.
Bagel with what?
Whoa.
Oh,
Cocks?
bagel with cocks. Yes, penis cocks.
Okay, great.
No, it's a bagel, cream cheese, smoked salmon, onion, and tomato.
I
That
haven't had it, but it
sounds
sounds
pretty
nice.
good. Yeah, those combinations of things, that sound pretty good. It's a
And since
sandwich.
you're the only one here who's had it, your vote stands.
And it really depends on the type, as well as you got all the different types of bagel as well. Oh, yes.
There is a
Yes,
lot
Okay.
of potential there.
I'll go ahead and give you just a flat A-, because I don't know. But it sounds pretty
And Crandar?
I mean, no, you don't remember. You don't have to move it. You're the only one who's had one.
All right.
I would say A myself as well, but
I would say
you're the
mid-A.
only one who's actually experienced it. So
But
your
it's still,
vote
I can still
stands.
It sounds
taste it in the
pretty
back of
goddamn
my
good.
throat. It was one of the first things I did when I landed in New York this
See,
year.
there
I
you
just
go.
went straight and did it, and I got an onion bagel with sesame seed herbs and
See, what I usually do is the
oh.
onion bagel with Asiago cheese,
That sounds
Ooh,
nice.
That sounds very nice.
and you bake that and put a little cream cheese on
Now,
it. That's what
I've-
I'm used to.
I've
But
had
it sounds
some-
very similar and good.
Absolutely, it's hard to mess up a bagel. It really is.
It really is.
And New York bagels, they are the most superior bagels. All other bagels are a little bit too chewy, I always think. But New York bagels,
Fair
it
enough.
comes from the
One about a little crispy. Yeah.
Yeah. Falafel pita. Falafel,
Very good.
lettuce, tomato, onion, cucumber, and hummus.
A.
I would definitely have that in a high number. But you there?
Have you had that?
I've had it. Whoa, burp, burp. I've had it once, and it was definitely a nice experience. I love the bread that came in it. It was so soft. You can get pita bread here
yeah.
so easily here. And naan bread
Right.
too. Great if you ever want to make a sandwich. Use naan bread. Oh God, yes.
Naan bread would be a good sort of sandwich pita type thing.
So yeah, Finn, falafel pita.
Have you had it?
I'm gonna have to give it a low B, but
Okay.
Have you had one though, Finn?
I have,
Okay.
and maybe this place was like a lucrative like mob where they can hide where they get their income of. But there was this place called
It's a front.
It was a front. It was called Shawarma Spot, and for the last 6 years, there's been no inside, nothing on the inside.
That's
Damn.
super suspicious.
But they say
That's
that they
dodgy
have,
as fuck. We had a Chinese very similar to that when I grew up.
What
it's
was
on
your
the-
vote though, Lev?
I was actually gonna decide between B or A.
I'm gonna say B, mid B.
And I'd say A.
Okay, so B then.
right.
Chicken salad. Chopped chicken, mayo, celery. It can be okay, but not
D.
amazing. Well, what do you think?
Actually,
Dave?
again,
Chicken
I'm not-
salad, no. I'm
I'm not mad
gonna
at it, but I'm not
reserve.
excited by it either.
Yeah,
Exactly,
I'm gonna
that's-
reserve C minus.
C minus. Well, we both say D.
Chicken
so-
salad's nothing great.
Exactly.
Like, even if there was an E grade on this list, I would still put it on a D.
Yeah, just the bar
Veggie,
none.
yeah, veggie
This
and
list really
hummus.
should have like an F or something.
The collect call.
Veggie and hummus.
1-866-9.
Well,
Call
what bread
now.
is that? Cucumber, veggie and hummus.
What is this thing?
Cucumber, tomato,
Veggie and
avocado, carrots, sprouts, and hummus.
That sounds too much. No.
It sounds like
It
you're
sounds
trying
nice to me. I quite like hummus. I'm gonna give that one.
I
a
like
C.
hummus as well.
I'm gonna
I
give
don't
it
think
a
it's
C
so
minus.
Yeah, that's I wouldn't do it for the most of the vegetables except maybe
Sounds
the
too
avocado.
much. Too much.
But
Too much.
the flatbread
Kind of
and the hummus.
I just
kind of a
woke up
salad
at
sandwich
7
thing.
a.m. and I gotta like hold a camera for the next 12
Why would it be
hours,
7
you
a.m.?
know? I don't know. This is
Why is that always
all,
your
it's all breakfast food. I don't know. It's breakfast food.
It's
not
all breakfast. It's that meme with the Earth where the two astronauts are looking. It's all breakfast.
know.
You know what it always has been.
Exactly. What is the first thing that you've ever tasted?
It would be breakfast. Technically, you're
Exactly.
right. Your mom's boob milk would be your first ever
Hallelujah.
breakfast. Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Worst things to eat.
That's why we like boobs so much. It's the first thing we all ever
It's
tasted.
breakfast
Why do you think morning
that
wood
gonna be
comes into
ham?
it? Oh,
or prosciutto. Woohoo!
bologna.
D.
Bologna and mustard.
Boring.
Prosciutto.
It is incredibly boring. That's the poor.
Uh,
That's the poor kid's lunch in
dude,
school.
Yeah, that's if I've forgot to write anything down on the grocery list.
Yeah, and you just have to pick something up real quick.
Bear none. Like your mom is like, okay, well I'll get whatever the fuck I used to get.
Yeah.
It's like old ham. Yeah, that's I would even put it at a lower D-, but
Yeah, it's like a
this is where we need an
we
answer.
got fucking mustard and ham. What do you want from me?
Spice it up a little. This gives you a massive thing of salt.
Oh,
Exactly. It's like that.
Bernie.
Italian beef, roast beef, green peppers, and I know this word, garniana.
Yarnana?
Way down here.
Way down.
GIA or DINIE or A.
Okay, I'm not even gonna. That sounds like Eeyore has meant
I'm not sure
entered
what
the
that
chat.
is.
Put me down.
But if you can provide me what that is, if it's like some kind of specific pork, like prosciutto is,
Well, I
like
don't
you know
want to.
how.
I don't want to mess with the. I don't want to mess with the thing. So you guys
Shit.
check it out.
Okay, so
You
this
guys check
is
it out.
Oh shit. Okay, this is our imagination. All right, so Krendar, what is your ideal image of a pork carcass that is the tastiest thing to be presented to you? What do you, if you're a Greek god and they gave you a
Okay.
pork carcass, what would you image? I feel like I would image like prosciutto, like great. It takes a really long time for this meat to like render, like that kind of ham. I feel like that would be it.
That could work.
Beef. It's beef.
Okay. There's so many ways you can do beef, motherfucker. Okay.
I don't know why this guy hates beef
B.
so much.
B-.
Beef
What did
is
a
the
cow
best
do to
meat
you?
There is.
The cow did many things to me and touched me as a child, and it's the greatest warm milk anyone could ever.
I would go C on this thing.
Let's see. I
It's
would.
got potential.
I'd go B-, B-.
Maybe B.
B-
B
flat.
minus, sure. How about you?
I'm trying to think. It's this mysterious, mysterious.
Are you doing the
one.
Wheel of
It
Fortune?
is this mysterious beef.
noises?
Dude, if a Roman vaporized in front of you and was like, "Whoa, I just came back from the Roman era."
Yes,
Here's
that's
some
what I'd do if I was
What would it
teleporting
be?
into the future. Wow, I'm back in
Yeah,
the
I would
in
too.
the atomic.
I'd
age.
offer
No, that'd be the
whoever I
information
see-
age, wouldn't I? Yeah. Now this one doesn't even look like a sandwich. Kentucky hot brown.
Ooh,
What is
no.
that?
Turkey, bacon, tomato,
Too much.
Mornay sauce.
Nope. Too
And-
much.
And
It's
look
not
at
that
it.
much.
No,
It's
it
three
isn't too
things.
much. Yeah.
It's three things in a sauce.
Click it, because it looks like it looks like a uterus that has cancer on my end. It's
Have you seen a
very
lot of those?
8-bit. Yes, I've seen many.
Something tells me you used to hang out at rotten.com a lot growing up.
Rotten and orgish.
Yeah.
And EDM.
Kentucky
Alright.
bacon, tomato, Mornay sauce. It doesn't look very appealing.
I'm not
to
familiar
me,
with
you know.
Mornay sauce, but it looks okay. I'd give that maybe.
I am familiar with
C.
the sauce, actually.
Okay.
And I
What's it
put
like?
that, it's like a,
I'll leave it up
like
to
an
you guys.
Italian,
B
but
or
more
C?
milky.
Hmm.
I'll put it in B.
Okay, you want B. What about you there,
All
Cormac?
right.
B?
I think we call it Maurice sauce.
I was guessing C, but it could become a B, depending.
B minus or
depending
C plus,
how good
yeah.
the sauce is.
Well, then,
I'm-
Wheel of
I'm
Fortune
I'm
time.
okay with B.
Okay, B.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
Now
Yeah,
we got three
we
left.
call it Maurice.
And I'm not a big fan of any of them, although I've never actually had the first one. Bocadillo. Jam on bread, what the hell?
What?
Jomdon bread rubbed with cut tomatoes. Well, that would definitely make it zesty, I guess. It would give it a nice tang to it.
Okay, what
That's
was
just
cut
it. It's
tomatoes?
just bread and
Jam
tomatoes.
on bread, which looks like a crusty roll.
That's where you lost me. Jam on bread.
But
What?
then what's the rest of it?
Nothing. It doesn't say. That looks like Spanish.
No, it's more than just
sausage.
bread. What's the other
It's
thing?
just a sandwich?
Rubbed with tomatoes.
That's it.
Hmm.
So a
Alright, we
sandwich.
need an F for this.
Yeah, this doesn't look like it's bringing anything to
Yeah.
the table. Except maybe the bread. The bread could be a nice ingredient in another thing, but...
Well,
Liverwurst.
bread could be a nice ingredient in anything.
Good old liverwurst sandwich. I'm not a big fan. Liverwurst,
A
mustard,
liverwurst.
onions, and cucumber pickles.
Liverwurst.
D.
Yeah. What about you there?
C. C.
I'm picking D as well, so...
Just because my dad liked it and I forced myself to like it.
My
because
nan
he
loved
liked
these
it.
sandwiches. This last one on the list. Cucumber tea. Cucumbers, unsalted
Again,
butter.
these could be a good snack, but I don't. No potential for a meal. I'm gonna go D.
I'm really not a fan. D. What about you there, Finn?
So,
Cucumber tea.
yeah, no, it would be a good like little drink. Maybe if you got
Well, it's like a little snack
bag
on the
of
side
it.
of your tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I
normally
would
have
imagine
biscuits
it's tea.
anyway. So
Yeah.
here's our list. Behold its glory. It is quite.
I still wouldn't say no to any of these things, but certainly some
I
of them
wouldn't
don't excite
either.
me that much.
Yeah.
Right. Some of them are like, whoa.
If I had $3
Oh,
right now,
naked
I'd
in
get that
water?
bagel in my hand. And I actually have
Right.
$3, so I should really
He's
do that.
pining for the bagel
I
still.
want to go back to New York. I'll spend 3 months in New York and just stay around the bagels. Just eat anything. When I was
You
in
can-
a hostel in Buffalo, when I left, every morning there would be a huge tray of bagels, as many as you want for free.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh,
But
damn.
I can imagine you
How much locks though?
huddling next to the homeless people with a boner,
I
and they
had
all
a-
have boners.
I had
when
a
they
do you have
rub
the
it
boner, or do
against
the
you.
homeless people have the boner?
No, the
No, we
homeless
all have
people have
boners.
the boner.
I
We all have
quite the
boners.
boner when I was homeless, I gotta say. Maybe it
We
was
all
like
have
feeling close to the edge. I never felt more alive.
Right? Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, you bought a new
edging
Lego
your way
set.
through the streets and alleys, eh?
Yeah,
Bought a
I
new
opened
Lego
doors with my 11th finger. I actually heard a porn star, a bull, say that once in an interview. We call him the 11th finger. He always opens the doors with both hands free.
You legitimately made me cough. I'm a drink.
All
That
right,
was
so I think, are we gonna wrap this up now, or do you want to keep going?
I can do like one more thing if you want.
All right,
It's around
'cause-
that time, but
Yeah, I'll find something quick on the list. Probably. This will be a good one to wrap up on. By the way, guys, if you've
I'm
been
here.
enjoying this, please like, share, and subscribe if you have not already.
Right.
And last chance
Absolutely.
in to help us out with some donations, not required, always appreciated. Check down. I'll do the rest of the shilling when we're all done, but just check the description for all the important links, including links to these two bad boys here.
Bad boy is
What you going to do? What you going to do when they come for you, bad boys? Bad boys.
touch them.
Okay, display capture on, image capture off, and here is Crazy Lady Karen trying to set my gas station on fire.
Oh my god, it's at a gas station. This is gonna trigger me so bad. I work at a gas station. Oh, fucking A. I've worked at a gas
worse
station the past 6 months.
worse quality video than my
Worst 6
streams.
years.
That's weird.
Gonna leave the lot. Put it hanging up.
Okay, let's have a look at this, Karen.
look at her face.
Yeah, let's.
So he has.
There
he
she
has,
is, and she looks fucking out of it. Like her mind has left her body years
He
ago.
or she has the gas nozzle up and ready for payment, but they're not doing anything.
Hang it up.
Why is she just pointing it at the air?
I don't know why this guy had to interact. I don't know why this guy had to interact with, hey, you're just lifting the nozzle up and you're not doing anything.
I think that'll be explained. Let's listen.
Go to the pump.
I hope.
Come on. I don't want any problems tonight. Come on, hang it up.
Okay, this guy's fucking.
Please hang it
What?
up. No. You're gonna hang it up or I'm calling the police.
What?
I'll be right with you. I got an issue I gotta deal with.
What?
Let go of the pump, ma'am.
Stop!
Let go of the pump. You know you're on camera.
God, look at that! Look
This
at
guy-
that! That's a British bulldog face.
Yeah.
Dude,
Look
this
at
guy.
that. Oh,
This
I
guy
know.
that's making this video is
He's
a
an American
fucking
babushka.
idiot, though.
Look at that pouty puss on her.
Look at that babushka face. That's an American babushka.
Oh man.
Okay. It's gonna be a
What
moment.
about going through her head right now?
Dude,
Wait.
Other than
What's
not
she drinking?
much.
What's she drinking? Is that a Coke or is that something else or is it something else
That's
in a Coke
definitely not a
bottle?
Coca-Cola.
Well, it looks like a plastic bottle.
I'm voting C.
Oh,
It's
no,
something
it's,
else in a Coke
Sure, it
bottle.
might be in a plastic bottle, but it's definitely not a
Oh,
Coca-Cola.
it's a smart water bottle. That's not smart water though.
No, it's definitely not smart water. You do not have to question that. But
Look at her. Look what she's doing.
I don't know, man. If he would have ignored this lady, what would have she done? Just went about her business, right?
I have a feeling this isn't the first time. By the sound of the way he was talking to her, it seems like they've had alterations before.
Could be a downtown drunk.
This is Anthony
Problem
at Old
is,
Town
sometimes you
Chevron.
can't
Oh, here
let
we
them
go.
know
And
about
that
business
fact
because they
would
might
be
stay
totally
there
justified,
for an hour
but
or something.
Hold on, he's talking to someone on the phone.
I've got a young lady here that's
He called her a
Young
young
man.
lady.
well, she is a young lady.
been 86 previously. She was acting.
Yeah,
She's
previously called it. He had altercations prior. He's,
Oh, Dublin, me fair city, the girls are so pretty.
Finn, can we get through this video, please?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Appreciate it, big guy.
I've got a young lady here that's been 86 previously. She was acting okay. I sold her a pot, but now she's acting up again. She's got a pump
Sold her a pot?
I don't know.
Pint? I think he said a pint.
Maybe pint.
Maybe.
Like a pint of vodka or whatever the fuck.
in her
I
hand.
don't know.
I've asked her to leave multiple times. I just need an officer to come by and take care of the situation. Get her off the property. Trespasser.
It looks like she got hit in the
400
head.
West Burnside.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like she has like
I like-
cancer of the head.
I like how
and
she's
it's like
tapping the
growing.
tip of the pump with her finger for some reason.
She's never felt this alive or as important.
Yeah, I guess right.
Probably
Oh,
not.
pop. He stole her a sody pop. Ooh, the location minimizes now. Because isn't only like certain parts of America use the term pop.
Yeah. That's,
Well,
it
depends on how he said it, because
pop. Soda pop.
generally only
Soda
Canadians
pop.
will say pop, but the
Soda.
Americans will say soda pop.
I'll say pop.
Now, from now on, you're trespassed.
We used to call everything
What is she?
Coke.
What is she even fueling up? Like an
Yeah.
imaginary airplane? Like I got
No, she's threatening him with it. Like she's gonna spray him with it. That's what she's saying.
Permanently from
with the
this
$2
property,
of
okay?
gas
Look, oh
that I
shit,
just
she's got
bought
the
from
lighter.
you.
Dude, she's got the lighter in her hand.
Yep, I just saw
No
that.
longer allowed.
She's not. No bueno.
She
No
has
bueno.
got navy blue sweats, gray shoes, a multicolored hoodie. It's white, charcoal, and black. Mostly white. The white
What's she
hoodie
trying to do?
on top.
Try to
Trying
get,
to get
the
the
fuel
hose
out,
Playing with the
working.
gas pump right
but
now.
it's not working. No siree, Bob.
She's Hispanic, and she's
Because
She's
credit
Hispanic.
issues. I'm
Interesting.
only
You have to bring up the
100%
range.
sure.
probably in her 50s, late 50s.
Wonder where this
If you
is.
struck that lighter, I am taking the fire extinguisher and dousing you. She's got a lighter on my pump, so I've got an issue
Is
right
this a
here.
cop
Anthony
that's
Vincent.
recording this though?
I got to
No, it's the guy. It's like it's the regular.
I think it's the
So
employee.
this would be me if
People
I
that-
encountered it at 3 a.m.
I got to go.
Whoa,
get my
whoa. Guns?
All right. Why don't you just stay right here?
Damn.
We'll
did
get you
just
some
do
help.
that?
Get
It
away
sounded
from
like,
that customer.
gunshots.
Go.
No, it's
Yeah.
just the clinking noises. As far as I'm aware, she's never gonna know one else.
Shit. Okay. I thought it was gunshots.
Go.
I said, no, I'm hungry.
Go. I'm giving you 5 seconds to leave this lot.
What the fuck did you say?
I'm giving you 5 seconds to leave this lot.
What does she think she's Tony Montana? Like what? What the fuck you say?
The fuck you say, man?
Already threatened this property. Go.
I've been in situations like that. Fuck's sake.
I have too.
You?
Was
Go.
that even her car? Or she's
I'll
just
go.
some wandering.
Go.
That was not. That was just some
Go.
random car.
Well, if it is her car, she's fucked because they can trace that back to where she's living.
I guarantee you, it's some like her baby daddy's car.
Actually, they can trace that back to the alleyway she's living in.
Yeah, she's living in the
Yeah.
car.
There's no way to trace her unless we like.
Yeah,
tag
that
her.
was crazy. Let's see. Angry
was weird.
Hispanic Karen. Fine expanded of downtown Portland, Oregon. Craziness. Portland. All surrounding businesses have dealing with this woman, and no avail has been any lasting solution. Tonight, she pushed too far, threatening to flick her bic. I don't know why she's calling it bic. Just call it a fucking lighter to the end of the gas pump.
That's a brand of lighters in the
I
States.
know. It's over here too. We have Bic.
Flick Your Bic is a advertising.
Did she have?
Endangering me and my patrons, not to mention the surrounding area with a possible explosion.
Did she have a Bic lighter?
She did. Or at least that's what.
Flip your Bic.
Flip your Bic.
Flip your Bic.
It's a thing.
I expect $10,000.
People are all saying that she has mental. She's.
She's obviously got mental issues.
Yeah, or possibly drug use, or both.
Probably both.
No, definitely both. It's not one or the other. It's just exacerbated by them being exposed to the poor community, and they take their drugs to forget about their lives. A very sad life, and they try to forget about it, and they take drugs.
Well, it seems to be working in her case.
Yeah,
she doesn't seem to remember anything coherent.
You think she'll remember this shit tomorrow? I don't think so.
It's sad.
The sad fact is apparently that they had been telling the cops about her for ages, and no one's done anything. Like, it's not just that place, but other places too.
There's a couple like transients. Like, I worked at a gas station that had like a local transient that would come in and out and buy shit, and I could never like decline him or throw him out because he would actually buy shit. But he was very nice, nice dude. I could definitely tell.
Probably in the case of this lady, she's never actually done anything that's quite illegal yet, so they couldn't do anything. But
yeah, she's just in the gray lane. Yeah.
Just now, she's threatened. Basically did a death threat.
But now, yeah, she's not in the gray lane. But imagine how long that the people in the gray lane could survive.
Well, it sounded like she's been doing that for at least a year, harassing these people.
Not just here either, but also other places as well.
Yeah.
Definitely other places, but the way that I feel like the cops, the county sheriff, will deal with that is like, okay, we acknowledge this as a problem. We'll arrest them as much as we can and keep them in a cell as much as we can.
You don't even need to do that. Just get them off the property, like move them on if you have to.
True. Yeah.
And that's usually what it does. It doesn't fix the problem. It doesn't fix the
problem at all.
You got to do more than just move them off the property in this case, because she's actually
she crossed
to be a danger to people.
Crossed a line.
Because past like this property, she'll fucking think of another one and go to that one.
Or maybe she'll get vengeance.
It's like a systemic, like weird mental delusion.
Yeah, that's why they have this history with her, because previous to this, all they could do was move her on.
Yeah.
But now she's crossed that line.
They're like, oh, she's taking water from this fucking Starbucks. The Starbucks manager gives her fucking fucking water.
Yeah, that's a complete difference between that and I'm gonna blow up this pump.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And what I feel like these people should be
helped,
yeah. Because if they think that what is the difference between that and me blowing up a pump, it's like, whoa, there's a lot you can actually mention and reasonably convey to that's not the answer.
Anyway, I think with that we should wrap it up. I want to thank you, Vin, for showing up. It's about time I got you on this channel, or even
it's been a while.
Yeah, we've been trying to get to do something together for like a year and a half now.
Right.
So
I'll gladly join in on anything in the future, my friend.
Cool. I'll keep you in mind.
Yeah, it was fun.
As for next week, Skep Jesus is in the wings, ready to fill up that middle spot. So
he's back.
Nice.
Skeptical Jesus.
The man of 1,000 promos for his game.
I like the new theme song. He put that in the game too.
Yeah, it was a great game.
Next update, man. Next update. Yeah, it's been very, very cool talking to you. If you want to check out Finn's stuff, you have a Twitch channel, do you not?
I do have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Finnballz with a Z. I don't really think that I'm going to make any landmarks or anything of that. But hey, if I feel like playing a game and you guys want to join, why not?
It's normally what I do when I want to play a game. And
Exactly.
Krendar, what are we going to do with you this beautiful evening?
Well, in a couple of hours, I will be doing some Twitch gaming tonight. Started playing Sea of Solitude last night, so an unusual.
Counter-Strike? Counter-Strike Solitude? Okay.
No.
CS Solitude. Yeah, you can
Sea of Solitude.
You can find both of the links in the description down below, along with links to our Discord, Twitter, Instagram, and I believe my Gmail, if you wish to contact me with that, is there. As for me, tomorrow I will be streaming, I believe it's either Far Cry or it's...
Can it run Far Cry?
It can run Far Cry, just...
I can run Far Cry, but I can't run Crysis.
No. We need to sacrifice far more children to the Dark Gods to make Crysis work. Actually, I don't quite remember what my thing is. It doesn't matter.
That's because you play a different game every day.
I kind of do. I need to start just finishing games and sliding them away.
No.
So you said that, and then you started rotating to a different game every stream again.
I relapsed. I'm weak.
Saturday's
Far Cry, and then Sunday is the premiere of Watch Dogs, a new game.
But which Far Cry is it?
Oh, it's Far Cry 4.
There you go.
Basically,
I'm never touching Far Cry 1 again. That's for sure. Fuck that shit.
That's good. Good policy. 3 and up.
Fuck's sake! What a shithole. I'm still having flashbacks to that damn boat. So yeah. Beyond that, on Sunday we have Far Cry, and then I'll post my new our new schedule. I'm now, by the way, I'm gonna be starting streaming twice a day. I've got so many games, I might as well. I've got the time. I might as well start doing it. So we're back to 2 streams a day. So feel free to check out.
So you're gonna have twice as many different unfinished series to go through then.
Ye of little faith, even though you're 100% correct.
If you want to touch me, you're twice as much.
Low energy fondling.
Low energy fondling.
I just ate you like an apple. Or Cobes eats a burger.
That apple was delicious.
With that perfect example of alpha Chad magnitude, I want to say thank you so much, Finn. Thank you so much, Krendar, and thank you so much in the chat. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Have a acceptable day. Doesn't need to be amazing, just passable. And I will see you again soon. Bye.
Right.